Good morning, everyone. We are live on YouTube. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start.
So Aditya, I'm just posting the YouTube link in all the other groups as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Manish, shall we start with the introduction?
Yes. Start. Good morning, all. A special conclave today with the experts think tank series. Very warm welcome to all participants. Myself, CA Manish Mahendra Sangvi, think tank multidisciplinary global platform. Chapter leader welcomes you to all the think tank global conclave for India growth story and meet the experts series covering in detail management think tank, valuation think tank, IBC think tank, financial reporting think tank, Verma cooperative think tank, FFP ISA think tank, IPO think tank and capital markets think tank as a major part of think tank at Vivek.Patra. Vivek in Sanskrit means knowledge and wisdom. Patra is an innovative news updates containing slides on sharing latest developments and real life examples by CEO, CXO, CFO, specialists and professionals with a global experience. Today, we have a think tank multidisciplinary global platform special meeting for all stakeholders in finance, corporate affairs, industry, and profession. Think tank has been in existence since over decades. Idea for the same was conceived on 6th January 1991 to have conferences, conclaves with CEO, CXO, CFO panelists, and specialists sharing experiences and real-life examples. Our panelists are finance leaders working in reputed companies or profession since many years and have a deep domain knowledge. Think tank platform now digital has got overwhelming response globally on digital mediums and expanding rapidly through LinkedIn and Facebook, etc. Our participants and experts have a rich experience in industry and profession who have done ICAEW, CPA, CFA, CFP, IIM, CA, CS, CMA, ISA, DISA, FRM, IFRS, BTech, Masters, PhD, sharing their experiences, knowledge, wisdom, spreading over reach out initiative globally through www.thinktanks.co.in and in spite of limited resources. Due to overwhelming response to our annual reports, corporate strategy and ESG, we have announced 6P awards and recognitions, that is Profit, People, Planet, Professionals, Promoters, and Platforms for our corporate annual reports, analysts, professional achievers, CEO, CXO, CFOs with a very respected jury with rich experience in interaction with stakeholders and boards. Their recognitions and awards would be announced with a rigorous process of scrutiny and choice and interaction with the participants. As participants are aware, recently we have launched a much awaited referencer appropriately titled Think Tank at Vivek.Patra, India Growth Story, a comprehensive conference material compilation over 600 pages sharing experiences by CEO, CXO, CFO specialists within latest developments and series on blocking, regulatory, frauds, financial reporting in AS, IBC, taxation, digital, capital markets, and technical analysis, ESA, bank audit, corporate affairs would be available for subscription and any ethical contributions by well-wishers, etc. We will also be covering important and latest developments as suggested by many participants in coming weeks. Example, valuations and financial modeling, health is wealth, cybersecurity, blockchain, MSME, latest regulations and developments in various important professional bodies and institutions, etc. We request all to subscribe to Think Tank YouTube channel for watching summits, conclaves, webinars, and join, connect, and network on the Think Tank webinars group on LinkedIn and Facebook pages, Telegram channel, specially created on suggestions of many participants and panelists. We once again welcome all members and panel share few insights on Vivek Think Tank at Patra India Growth Story. I especially thank my colleagues in the digital global team, Anupam, Aditya, Ajay, Anurag, Archana, Aishwari, Dushyant, Falguni, Hemant, Mitesh, Mihir, Malvika, Manish, Nipun, Pramod, Praveen, Rakesh, Rucha, Pramod, R. Kandan, Santosh, Subrat, Snehal, Sandeep, Sanjeev, Unmesh, Vijay, Vikas, Vikram, Yogesh, and others for regularly contributing to Think Tank. Today, we have an excellent Think Tank multidisciplinary platform seminar, stalwarts and specialists sharing their experiences and latest developments. Let's have interactive events. Thank you for participating.
Thank you, Manish bhai. Hi, everyone. Good morning. This is Chintan Parikh here. So today's speaker, we have Gaurav Verma. Gaurav is a very dear friend of mine. And I'll also have Nitin Bhai Shukla as a coordinator with me. I'm facing a lot of cough and cold, so may not be 100% will be able to speak properly and loudly for this session. So Nitin Bhai will also help me moderate this. Aditya, if you can make Nish Rishiban as a co-host, that will be great. Guys, just to start, so Gaurav will take us through, the methodology of Canslim, which is one of the most, let's say, successful methodology which I have personally seen, which involves combination of both fundamental as well as technical. This methodology, he'll explain us what it is, how we need to follow this 7-step process, and how do we utilize the distribution the methodology to identify the market tops and bottoms, and also how, if we know this, how we can avoid the black swan event which we saw in 2020. 2020. Now a little bit about Gaurav. So Gaurav is from Madhya Pradesh, Indore. He is a sales and marketing professional. He has done his MTech from IIT Delhi, and Gaurav has been a very big proponent of Canslim methodology. He will also take us through some of the website which he uses as a tool to aid his decision making. But we are not promoting any of the website or any of the let's say tools that he is showing us. He is also neither associated with those website, or neither am I or anybody from the Think Tank platform are associated with any of this websites. So Gaurav, without further ado, if you can just turn on your camera and just take us through your session.
Hi. Just hold on.
Chintan, there is some problem with my camera.
No problem, Gaurav. If you can share your screen, let's
Gaurav, it is essentially put on your camera. Please sort out your camera. It's a protocol of the platform. Camera must be on. It's a stock exchange things.
So, Gaurav, if you can just put on the presentation
It will
and share
work.
your screen, please. Yep.
And any questions will be taken up at the end.
Yes. So I will open up.
Let us have the presentation with the camera on. Yeah.
Correct. So what I'll do is that at an appropriate stop, I will open up the Q&A session for both the participants in the Zoom as well as on YouTube. Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet, Gaurav. You need to share the entire, desktop.
Okay, just hold on. Just hold on. Now?
If you have any question in the yes, now it's visible. Yeah, guys, if you have any question, feel free to paste that into the chat. I'll not be taking question as of now because we are just starting. Yeah. So those who have raised hand, you can write your questions into the chat box.
Yeah. Good morning, all my friends. Thank you, Think Tank, Chintan ji and Manoj ji and all other stakeholders for having me invited in this conclave. So here I am going to have a topic of global capital market with a special series investing and trading tool and techniques with the fundamental and technicals of Canslim. So this is
Gaurav, is your video on? Everybody wants to see you.
actually
Establish the contact.
I'm trying to connect. I don't know what happened. Just hold on.
Yeah, put on a video and also read the full disclaimer if you can.
Just hold on. Sorry, Manoj, I think it's not working. I'm trying to open. I don't know.
No problem. Let's, in the interest of time, let's move on. If you can just read the disclaimer and let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah. This view of the profession's presenter for knowledge sharing, deliberations on best practices for India, growth story, discussion purpose, and awareness only, and not the view of platform or organization they are associated with. They are for the educational purpose only. Please consult your own advisor before any decision on any of the discussion matters. So here we start with a great.
Gaurav, your video is on?
Stocks are bad.
Gaurav, your video?
Yes, it's not working. Sorry, it's not working.
No, why it's not working? Technology, you should know, no? You are presenter, it should work before. You should have done trial.
I tried, but I think something is.
Check it out. It should work, no?
Okay, but Manoj bhai, what do you want to do? I mean, should we proceed or should we stop till it?
Well, this is not the way actually. Gaurav, you try to resolve the issue. You are live on YouTube and you try to resolve the issue. It will take a couple of minutes, but it is essential. You can join through your camera also. Everybody should see you. You can join through your mobile also. It's very simple. You can join through your mobile and put your video on.
Just hold on.
Manoj, we already have 90 plus people waiting, so I think let's go ahead. Because the presentation is going on.
Join from your mobile camera. Try
See,
to join from the mobile camera and put your video on.
But Manoj, then we'll have again problem.
It was resolved. A video will be put on by any presenter.
Manoj, the issue is that if he joins from the mobile, who is going to share? Because I don't have
No, the screen sharing is done from the laptop, but he can join from the mobile and show his face.
Manoj, people are leaving because of
see
this. I think see, we will have echo if he joins from 2 different sources. Yeah, I think let's move on.
Can you see? Can you join from the mobile and put your video on so people see you?
Manoj, I think we should let Gaurav speak on this topic.
What is the issue? What is the issue? Issue should be resolved, no? We're discussing stock market. People should know who is the speaker. Everybody is looking forward to it. Who is the speaker? It establishes a context also. Context. And it is very simple process.
Manoj, I think we need to be flexible. Yeah.
What is the issue? There is no, Gaurav, you agreed to put on your video. You can join from your mobile. People can see, no? Let people see who's the presenter. Somebody is coming for the first time. People should acknowledge properly, no? That's always done in this platform.
There is one solution. If really camera doesn't work for Gaurav, then let him put his one photo for a while and then remove it.
On the video.
Sir, video नहीं चलेगा होगा तो करेंगे कैसा आदमी? It is happened sometimes.
I think
join कर सकते हैं.
Manoj bhai, I think we need to be little flexible here. You know, otherwise we can end this call here. If that is the case, we'll do this later on when he can, when the issues.
But it was agreed beforehand, no? It was agreed beforehand.
It's not about agreeing or disagreeing, Manoj. If he has some technical issue, what you and I can do from here, demanding a video when it is not technically possible.
No, it's
what technically possible. To do here, so you decide. Yeah,
it can be sorted out. Why not join from the mobile?
Okay, I think then because Naresh bhai is not available, he is in a surgery. Okay, so I can't ask Naresh bhai to take his session. Yeah, so I think let's end this.
Gaurav, put on the video. We can't do a favor like this, and also it's possible to share only of trading view. The examples first. We have the PPT. Gaurav, can you try? So people see the speakers and respect the speakers and understand the context.
It looked like Gaurav has left.
No, he is trying to rejoin possibly. He's trying to rejoin.
Co-host में वो नहीं दिखता है अभी.
So he would be trying to join separately.
Your participants are more than 100. He must be in the waiting room now.
Aditya, can you make Gaurav as a co-host once again? He has rejoined. Maybe if it works, he can try.
Chintan, you are host, so you can do it.
Okay. Gaurav, I have made you a co-host, so you should be able to unmute yourself now. Yeah?
Yeah, Manoj, I think it's not working. I tried my best level. This system is getting hanged when I open the camera. So I just, if you want to continue, then tell me.
See, you are left people with no choice. God bless. Hope it will work later. Now we leave it to Chintan. He will try something because he is coordinating the event today.
But Manoj bhai, you are not letting me, unfortunately. Yeah.
No, but you have to comply by the rules, and you have to have a backup ready always. But it's a exception. I hope the presentation goes on. By the time I think you make some arrangements, so his video can be shared little later and during the.
So if you allow us, then we can continue with the presentation, Manoj.
Yeah. But subject to he coming later on the video, and Manish also gave some great suggestion.
सर मैं बोला ना फोटो एक 15 सेकंड के लिए दिखा दो तो we will know who is Gaurav और अपना as per our protocol आपका भी ये रह जाएगा कि भाई गौरव यही था दूसरा कोई नहीं था उसमें क्या है it's a practical
guys we are wasting we are wasting valuable time of all the 97 listener we have on the Zoom. Okay, so if you allow us, we'll proceed, otherwise let's end this call right now. because I think we have wasted enough time just talking about, how to put on a video in a Zoom call, which is definitely not my idea of, presentation. Yeah. So do we want to allow Gaurav to talk without the video or do we not? Yeah. Let's make a decision. Let's decide and let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I fully agree with Chintan bhai.
Okay, Gaurav, please share your screen and let's move on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see your screen, Gaurav.
Okay.
Can you see if you can hear you very well? Gaurav, can you say something?
Yeah, just hold on. Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Gaurav.
yes.
Yeah.
Gaurav, read the disclaimer again and please introduce yourself. There are many people by the same name, so people come to know. You have been called here because you are from a top corporate in the public sector. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Gaurav Verma. I'm basically working with a PSU company. I'm basically a BTech and MTech from IIT Delhi. I have been experience of 7 to 8 years in the stock market, and I am practicing this Canslim methodology which is devised by William O'Neill. So disclaimer is contents and discussions are independent view of the professionals, presenters for the knowledge sharing, deliberations on the best practices for India growth story, discussion purposes and awareness only, and not the view of the platform or organization they are associated with. They are for the educational purpose only. Please consult your own advisor before any decision on any of the subject matters. So here I start with the saying of William O'Neill. His philosophy is that my philosophy is that all the stocks are bad. There are no good stock unless they go up in prices. If they go down instead, you have to cut losses fast. Letting losses run is the most serious mistake made by the investors. So with this saying, his philosophy is that the holy grail is that you have to cut your losses very fast. You don't have to be, unlike value investing or opposed to the value investing, you have to wait for the price to come up. Here, if the prices is not going up, then you have to cut the losses very fast. So I'll start with general money equation. What is the money equation and what is the holy grail of trading or investing? So there are only 5 parameters or key variables that decide whether you will be successful or you will not be successful. So what are these 5 parameters? First is win percentage. Second is your win size. Second is loss percent. And fourth one is loss size. And fifth one is number of trades. These are the 5 most important key variable, and that is the holy grail of all trading or investing. So what are the mathematical equations of profit? So profit is equal to win percentage into win size minus loss percentage into loss size into number of trades. Is that okay? So
yeah, Gaurav, if you can take an example here. Yeah,
I'm coming with the example. Say, if you traded 40% of it to each winner, with the average win size is 1,000 rupees. Okay, if you take 100 trades and 40% is winners, and your average win size is 1,000, and your 60% trade are losers, and if your average lose size is 200, then if you take 50 trades in a year or in a month or in any given period of time, then what is the equation? So equation is profit is equal to 40% of 1,000 minus 60%, that is your losses of 200, okay, into number of trades, that is 50. So the equation will be 400 minus 120 into 50, that is 14,000 profit. So in all this trading or investing things, whatever the professional trader do, they cannot achieve 100% winners. Even best of the best traders in the world, they got average winner of 40 or 50%. Even Peter Lynch said that if you are winner in 50% of your trades, then you will make a very big fortune of that. So
Gaurav, basically that means is that, no matter how successful you are as a trader, there will be some losses. It's just that you have to minimize your losses so that you can increase your profit. Yeah, that's what it means, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
So in this equation, that you need to be increase your winner percentage, then your win size, and you have to reduce your trade losses percentage, and you need to be reduce your average losses. So this losses is unavoidable, that you have to make. You have to be in your mindset that losses I have to make. Without losses, it's not possible to make a profit in consistent basis. So losses should be small, and winners should be very high. So experienced trader always thinks in probabilities. They think in probability. So probability of 40% winner, probability of 50% or 60% winner. Then what is the probability of getting average win size of 1000%? What is the probability of your losses of 50%, 60%? And they think in terms of percentage. They never rigid on that this trade will definitely work. They never think that this is the 100% trade, 100% trade. So whenever the experienced trader, whenever you talk, they always talk in probabilities. So to increase this probability, your win size and your winner percentage, you need to have some edge in the market. So what are some edge that we are going to discuss is, so number one rule that is non-negotiable, that I have told already, that you should sell 7 to 8% below your buy point. This is the number one non-negotiable rule, that you must sell within 7 to 8% of your buy point. This is not pivot point, this is from buy point. And most of the range in 3 to 5% of average. Because with our methodology, we buy on exact same price, where the probability, you see, I'm coined this probability term again and again, where the probability is high, where the stock either become an immediate winner or a loser.
Gaurav, I'll just take a minute here. Yeah. So I think, see, as a retailer, we always feel that I am correct. Yeah. The stock will come up to my, it will go above my buy price, and many times we are left holding the stock for years on end, because we want to believe that the market is wrong and we are right. So I think this particular rule is a golden rule. I'll just repeat it. Gaurav, if you can repeat this in Hindi once, yeah. And if you can just take an example, let's say 100 rupees or 200 rupees or 1000 rupees, something like that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So if you buy at 100 rupees point, then your maximum loss should be of 7 to 8 rupees per share. If you are buying 100 rupees share, then your losses should be in the range of 7 to 8 rupees. Like, you have to sell when the prices of that stock comes in the range of 97, 93, 92 range. Then you have to cut your losses and book the losses. Then you have to get in on the other trade. Okay. Then again, if you are getting the same losses, then you have to book losses. Then you have to make another trade. And that trade, if that trade goes 20-25%, that is your reward to risk ratio is 3 times of your initial risk. So there you get 21%, and your 3 trades will be free. I hope I'm clear with this methodology, this rule.
गौरव भाई, एक बार हिंदी में जरा रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
या श्योर. हमको जो भी ट्रेड लेना है, हमें ये जो नॉन नेगोशिएबल रूल है, दैट इज नंबर 1 रूल ऑफ विलियम ओनील और many other ट्रेडर, इज दैट कि हम लोग को 7 से 8% के बिलो हम लोग को कोई भी ट्रेड छोड़ना नहीं है. अगर हम लोग छोड़ेंगे तो वी डोंट नो कि कहाँ तक वो ट्रेड जाएगा. मे बी 7-8% इनिशियल आपको लग रहा है ठीक है चलो यार अभी छोड़ देते हैं, आगे हो सकता है ये बढ़ जाएगा. देन वो 7-8% से कब वो 15% हो जाएगा, फिर वो देखते नहीं यार अभी हो सकता है अभी चांसेस है बढ़ने के, फिर अब वो बढ़ जाएगा. देन अगेन वो क्या हो सकता है कि मार्केट अगर डाउन ट्रेंड अगर आ गया, पकड़ लिया उसने, तो 50, 60, 70, 80%, 100% तक आपका वैल्यू, आपका जो कैपिटल है वो आपका एकदम वाइप आउट हो जाएगा. सो अवर रूल इज वेरी प्रिसाइज दैट यू हैव टू, आपको जो सेल करना है वो 7 से 8% किसी भी पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड को 7 से 8% के बिलो नहीं ले जाना है. अगर आपका 7-8% आपका नीचे जा रहा है, देन आपको मान लेना है कि मैं गलत हूँ, मार्केट सही है. हम लोग क्या गलती करते हैं, हम लोग क्या है, मार्केट के अगेंस्ट जाते हैं. हम लोग मार्केट को नहीं कहते कि नहीं मार्केट गलत है, हम लोग सही है. बट मार्केट इज ए सुप्रीम फोर्स. हम लोग को मान लेना कि मार्केट गलत है, मार्केट सही है, हम लोग गलत हैं, और हम लोग को उस ट्रेड से क्विट कर लेना है. ओके ओके चिंतन, कैन वी गो अहेड?
Yeah, Gaurav, 2-3 question. Yeah. So first question was that, is this valid, this methodology valid for only trading or only investing? You can take that. Yeah.
This methodology is valid for making money in the stock market in a consistent basis.
Perfect.
Whether you trade or whether you invest.
ये 7 से 8% वाला जो रूल है वो आपका खुद का रूल है या ये विलियम ओनील का है?
It's a William O'Neill rules.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So to increase the probability of winner percentage and win size, we need to have some edge in the market. So क्या आपके पास edge होनी चाहिए जिससे आप अपना विनर जो परसेंटेज है, जो फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ इक्वेशन है, उसको बढ़ा सकते हैं. एंड विन साइज, जो आप 1000 रुपीज कमा रहे हैं उसको 2000, 3000 कैसे लेके जाएंगे, that we are going to come up. So here we approach with a techno and fundamental, both approach to increase our win size and winner percentage. So we want best of both world. हम लोग कहते हैं टेक्निकल बहुत अच्छा है, देन कुछ लोग कहते हैं नहीं या फंडामेंटल ज्यादा बेटर है. But we are combining both these technical and fundamental approach in this market. So this is the Canslim. This is devised by William O'Neill. This is acronyms. This C stand for current quarterly earning. These two quarterly earnings should be greater than 25%. A stand for annual earning. The past growth of 3 years is greater than 25%. N is for new. There should be some new innovative product or new market or new scenario with the sector or some new management or something new high in the prices. S is for the supply demand. कोई भी चीज ऊपर नीचे होती है डिपेंडिंग ऑन सप्लाई एंड डिमांड ऑफ दैट स्टॉक. अगर सप्लाई बहुत ज्यादा है, डिमांड नहीं है, तो देन डेफिनेटली द प्राइसेस विल गो डाउन. इफ द डिमांड इज हाई एंड डिमांड इज हाई एंड सप्लाई इज लेस, then even is small demand, then prices will go up. It should be a leader in the sector in industry. I for institution, there should be an institution backup of that stock. And M is the market. So this is the overall acronyms of Canslim. But this is somewhat I personally confuses what this. You should know what is the soul of this Canslim. You never know कि 25% से ऊपर होना चाहिए, 25% से ऊपर होना चाहिए, ये N होना चाहिए, then but you should know that क्या उसकी thinking क्या है, जो आपका जिन्होंने ये system बनाया, what is the thinking behind his mind. So what is the thinking? Actually, if you look from my perspective, M is the most important factor. The last one, this M is the major driving force where you increase your probability of winner percentage and win size. So you buy only stocks when the market is confirmed uptrend. Okay, this is the number one tool, number one parameters of that strategy. You buy only and only in when the market is confirmed uptrend, where you get higher percentage winner and higher win size. Okay, and there you look for the companies with the big earnings. This is C for current earnings. and A. This covers the C and A of the C and A. This covers the big and accelerated growth of that stock. Okay, and with a new and innovative product or services. So you are going to look, आप क्या look करना चाह रहे हो उस market scenario. First आपने देख लिया कि market is uptrend है. Then आपको ऐसी कंपनियां सिलेक्ट करनी है जो कि बहुत बड़ी अर्निंग्स और बहुत एक्सेलरेटेड अर्निंग ला रही है, क्योंकि उनके पास कोई नया प्रोडक्ट है, कोई इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट है, कोई नई मार्केट साइज उन्होंने एक्सप्लोर करी है, कोई नया मैनेजमेंट आया है. सो आपको ऐसी कंपनियां ढूंढनी है. एंड थर्ड इज बाई स्टॉक्स बीइंग हेवली बॉट बाय इंस्टीट्यूशन इन्वेस्टर्स. हम लोग ऐसे स्टॉक ढूंढना चाहते हैं जिनका एक ऐसा ना हो कि वो 10-15% बढ़े एंड देन वो गिर जाए. वी आर लुकिंग फॉर एक लॉन्ग टर्म uptrend in the stock. So हम लोग ऐसे stocks ढूंढते हैं which is backed by institutional investors like mutual fund are increasing, और जो FIIs है वो उनको बाई कर रहा है कि नहीं बाई कर रहा है, उनको हम लोग ढूंढते हैं. And this is the buying and selling strategy. हम लोग कहाँ पे बाई करना है and कहाँ पे सेल करना है. Once you find the market is uptrend, then you know which stock you have to buy. And the third part is where to buy and where to sell with the chart. So this is the simple and very strategy with the Canslim. And last one is, and that is one most important, is money management. Okay, so this is the soul of Canslim. मतलब there is, मुझे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं कि इसमें C नहीं है, इसमें A नहीं है, या मतलब बहुत सारे फ्लॉज आते हैं कि इसमें. बट आपको मोटा मोटा क्या देखना है कि आपको कंफर्म अपट्रेंड देखना है, एक अच्छी कंपनी देखनी है, एंड बाइंग एंड सेलिंग स्ट्रेटजी आपको पता होनी चाहिए, एंड मनी मैनेजमेंट. दैट्स इज द स्ट्रेटजी ऑफ Canslim. Is that okay, Chintan? If I'm going too slow or going fast, you can.
Perfect, sir. Gaurav, if you can repeat that in Hindi once, this particular strategy.
Yeah. The first is, market should be in confirm uptrend to increase your winner size. Sorry, मैं हिंदी में फिर से बोलता हूँ. आपको confirm uptrend देखना है, जिसमें आपको win size और win जो size है और winner percentage है, वो आपको सबसे ज्यादा मिलेंगे इसमें. So your first size of equation, जो हम लोगों ने पहली equation देखी थी ना, तो first part जो profit का होता है, win percentage and win size. यहाँ पे आपको जो सबसे फेवरेबल टाइम होगा, यही टाइम होगा जहाँ पे आपको सबसे ज्यादा मल्टी बैगर्स और 2 times 3 times टाइप ऑफ स्टॉक्स आपको मिलेंगे. हम लोग को ऐसी कंपनीज ढूंढनी है कि जो नई हो मार्केट में, जो नई इंडस्ट्री बना रही हो, या नया कोई मोनोपोली हो जिसके पास बिग अर्निंग्स बहुत तेजी से एक्सेलरेट कर रही हो, बहुत अच्छा ग्रोथ कर रही हो, कोई नया इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट ला रही हो, कोई नई सर्विस ला रही हो, किसी नए लाइक एक एग्जांपल देखिए एप्पल का. एप्पल जब स्टार्ट हुआ था, मतलब छोटी जगह से स्टार्ट हुआ था, बट देयर इनिशियल अगर देखेंगे तो एक नया प्रोडक्ट उन्होंने आईपॉड लॉन्च किया था. देन वो धीरे धीरे करके पहले तो अमेरिका में डेवलप हुआ, देन ऑल ओवर इंडिया, ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में ये धीरे धीरे एक्सलेट करने लगा. सो दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. हम लोग ऐसे प्रोडक्ट ढूंढने की जो इनोवेटिव हो और रेप्लिकेट हो, स्केलेबल हो, इस तरह के हम लोग को कंपनीज ढूंढनी है.
So, Gaurav, one question. Do you, let's say, before buying a stock, do you go through this checklist every time?
Sorry?
Do you go through this checklist every time before you buy a stock?
Yes. I definitely go with this. There are lots of, if you read the Peter Lynch book, there are 6 type of stocks are there. The highest probability and जो जिसके पास सबसे ज्यादा ग्रोथ होती है, that is growth stock. अगर आप पीटर लिंच की किताब पढ़ेंगे, उसमें भी यही लिखा हुआ है कि जो सबसे ज्यादा बढ़ते हैं इन बुल मार्केट, देयर जनरल, मतलब बहुत ही सिंपल स्टॉक्स होते हैं. कोई बहुत ज्यादा उसमें ऐसा नहीं होता कि बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब डिफिकल्ट टाइप ऑफ स्टॉक जिसको हम लोग समझ नहीं पाते हैं. जैसे सिंपल टाइटन हम लोग ले लें, हम सिंपल एक टाइटन एक है, एक शॉप है, देन उसको रेप्लिकेट करना इजी है, देन मोनोपोली इज देयर. सो in a growth and in a bull market, these type of stocks grow very fast and give you very handsome return. If you get, मतलब एक या दो भी स्टॉक आपको इन ए ईयर इस तरह के आपको मिल गया, देन आप यू विल सरप्राइज विथ योर पोर्टफोलियो रिजल्ट्स.
Yeah. So Gaurav, will you take us through each of the 7 steps for Canslim?
Sure. I'll start with the market phases because I think market is the most important thing. You never argue with the market, Mr. Market, if you remember. So what are the phases of market? So for the first phase is confirm uptrend. Here the out of 4 stock, 3 stocks will follow the general market. अभी normally जितना भी stocks होते हैं, 4 में से 3 stock वो market phase को follow करेंगे. Either is an uptrend or downtrend or sideways. अगर आपका confirm uptrend है, then your probability of success is high. Okay. Here you need lower risk reward ratio to be profitable. अगर आपकी winner percentage high है, then आपको जो reward to risk ratio आपको कम भी चलेगा तब भी आप profitable हो गए. But here you get higher chances of your success rate 60 to 70%, and your reward to risk is you will get also high, like 3 times, 5 times of 10 times of your risk. Now here comes the uptrend under pressure. Here this William O'Neill gives distribution days. Distribution days is the days where there is heavy selling has been noticed in the market by the institutional investors. So when the uptrend under pressure, when we get 4 or higher distribution days in a period of 4 to 5 weeks, then you need to be defensive and you should reduce your portfolio and take profits or reduce your cut your losses. Now the third is downtrend. Here एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि मार्केट हमेशा ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, अब कभी ना कभी वो डाउन ट्रेंड पे आएगा. तो डाउन ट्रेंड में क्या होगा, फिर अगेन 4 स्टॉक मार्केट को फॉलो करेंगे, 4 में से 3 स्टॉक मार्केट को फॉलो करेंगे. अगर डाउन ट्रेंड है देन स्टॉक विल आल्सो विल बी इन द डाउन ट्रेंड. सो हियर द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस इज रिड्यूस. योर विन परसेंटेज 20 to 30%. और आपको प्रॉफिटेबल होने के लिए योर रिस्क रिवार्ड शुड बी हायर बिकॉज योर विन प्रोबेबिलिटी इज लोअर. तो आपको अगर 25% आपके विनर हैं तो आपको जो प्रोबेबिलिटी, आपको जो विनर रेट चाहिए 3 से 4 टाइम्स ऑफ योर रिस्क, दैट इज वेरी रेयर. वो बहुत कम होता है एंड इट्स अ वेरी स्ट्रगलिंग टाइम टू इन्वेस्ट और ट्रेड. देन देयर कम्स द रैली डे. फिर जैसे ही कंफर्म अपट्रेंड होता है, अपट्रेंड खत्म होता है, देन डाउन ट्रेंड स्टार्ट होता है, देन डाउन ट्रेंड खत्म होता है, देन एक रैली डे आती है जहाँ पे कि डाउन ट्रेंड स्टॉप होता है. एंड दैट इज द टाइम कि वहां पे हम लोग को सबसे ज्यादा मेहनत करनी है. एंड दैट इज द टाइम वेयर वी गेट हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ मल्टी बैगर्स. आफ्टर ए रैली डे वी विल गेट ए follow through day. So here is the best time for the stocks defy the general market trend and makes the new high before the market. यहाँ पे जो best of the best stocks होते हैं वो general market trend को defy कर देते हैं and जो new high stock market से पहले ही ये new high बनाने लगते हैं.
So Gaurav, will you talk us a little bit about distribution days?
Yeah, sure. I'm coming to this.
And can you also take an example how we have used distribution days, we could have identified the 2020 black swan event? Yeah,
sure. So after a downturn we look for the attempted rally. After hitting new high, look for the day where indexes closes higher. I'm just giving you definition so that it will be easier to make understand when I give you with the example. Okay. So we are looking for the follow through day. So follow through day generally होता क्या है, इससे first attempt of the bulls where they come with a strong conviction. ये क्या होता है कि एक ऐसा दिन होता है जहाँ पे जितनी खराब से खराब न्यूज आनी होती आ चुकी होती जनरली, और जो बुल्स होते हैं दे स्टार्ट एंड दे गियरिंग अप. वो क्या करते हैं, गियर अप करते हैं कि यहाँ से अब ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हो सकता है. So follow through day is a day when the index closes 1.5% higher with a volume greater than the previous day. Sorry. So this typically occurs day 3 of the rally day. Many occurs after 4 to 7 days or later. Index should be big one day price, typically 1.5 or higher on higher volume than the previous day. And ये थोड़ा सा important है, not every follow through day leads to big sustainable uptrend. 1/3 will fail and market continue downtrend. जो इसमें 1/3 follow through day होते हैं वो fail होते हैं और market फिर again back to square one downtrend start हो जाता है.
So Gaurav, can you explain this with an example, because people will...
So I just told you this is the downtrend. This is downtrend is going on. ये अभी मैं आपको उसमें भी दिखाता हूँ, ट्रेडिंग व्यू में भी दिखाता हूँ. So here is the downtrend. हम लोग रैली डे सबसे पहले हम लोग रैली डे देखते हैं. अभी आप देखेंगे कॉन्टिन्यूअस लोअर लो बना रहा है. कहीं पे भी रैली डे, ये मान लीजिए यहाँ पे रैली डे आया, देन अगेन रैली डे को इसने ब्रेक कर दिया. मान लीजिए अगर ये रैली डे होता, हम लोग इसको देख रहे होते यहाँ पे, तो इसके ऊपर ये गई नहीं मार्केट. देन ये अगेन फिर से कंटिन्यू डाउन ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हो गया. देन यहाँ पे इसको अगर रैली डे मानते हैं हम लोग, देन ये एक दिन गया, देन इसके जो लोअर है उसको तोड़ दिया. जैसे ये लोअर जब तोड़ता है ना रैली डे का, तो ये अगेन डाउन ट्रेंड में आ जाता है. ओके
Gaurav bhai, rally day आप do you look at the volumes as well, or
no,
you just look at the candle to identify a rally?
Attempt to make a bottom, मतलब एक अटेम्प्ट होता है बॉटम मेक करने का. मान लीजिए अगर डाउन ट्रेंड में हम लोग ये वाला देख रहे हैं, ये वाला गुड एक अच्छा अटेम्प्ट मारा है, बट नेक्स्ट डे एंड नेक्स्ट 3 डेज हम लोग देखेंगे इसके लोअर को इसने हिट कर दिया है. सो दिस रैली डे इज नॉट ए रैली डे. हम लोग इसको रैली डे नहीं देखेंगे. देन ये फेल्ड अटेम्प्ट हो गया बुल्स का. देन हम लोग अगर इसको रैली डे देखते हैं, मान लीजिए यहाँ पे आज देख रहे हैं, आज का दिन है ये वाला, हम लोगों ने देखा कि हाँ ये हो सकता है कि मे बी पॉसिबल है कि ये फिर से अप ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हो जाए, बट अगेन इसने बॉटम यहाँ पे, बट यहाँ पे इसने बॉटम फाउंड आउट कर लिया. दिस इज वन ऑफ द कोविड टाइम पे हम लोग का भी मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको. देन इन्हें इफ यू कैलकुलेट, हम लोग का जो फॉलो थ्रू डे होता है 3 to 4 डेज में होता है. 4 डेज के बाद हम लोग फॉलो थ्रू डे देखते हैं. मतलब दिस इज द फर्स्ट डे, दिस इज द फर्स्ट डे आफ्टर द रैली डे. तो हम लोग फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, इन तीनों को अगर रैली फॉलो थ्रू डे होगा तो विल नॉट कंसीडर द फॉलो थ्रू डे.
गौरव भाई, एक बार फिर से जरा समझा सकते हैं?
या दिस वन इज द रैली डे, दिस इज द फर्स्ट डे. ओके, हम लोग को 3 दिन छोड़ देने हैं. रैली डे के बाद 3 दिन हम लोग को छोड़ देने हैं. उसके बाद से हम लोग को फॉलो थ्रू डे देखना है. मान लीजिए हम लोग का ये वाला जो दिन था, मैं इसको आई थिंक उसमें खोल लेता हूँ. आप लोग स्क्रीन देख पा रहे हैं इसमें?
हाँ, आई कैन सी योर ट्रेडिंग व्यू.
Here. So this one is the day is the rally day, and second day ही हम लोग को 6.62 का अब देखें ना 6.62 का अप ट्रेंड आया है. बट दिस इज नॉट द फॉलो थ्रू डे. इसको हम लोग फॉलो थ्रू डे कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे, बिकॉज ये क्या है, विद इन ए 3 डेज, रैली डे के बाद 3 दिन में ही ये आ गया, मतलब अगले ही दिन आ गया. दिस इज नॉट द फॉलो थ्रू डे. ओके, 3 दिन हम लोग डिस्काउंट कर देते हैं, 1 2 3. अब इसके बाद जो भी फॉलो थ्रू डे आएगा वो कंसीडर हम लोग करेंगे. सो अगर 1 2 3, दिस इज द फोर्थ डे. ओके, यहाँ पे माइनस में आया, दिस इज नॉट द फॉलो थ्रू डे. ओके, दिस इज 3.82%, बट वॉल्यूम माइट बी लोअर. ये वॉल्यूम इस वाले दिन से लोअर था, तो इसको फॉलो थ्रू डे कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे. देन अगेन -4%, नॉट ए वन, जो हम लोग का 1.5% है उससे ऊपर नहीं गया है. देन -2.6, नॉट ए फॉलो थ्रू डे. एंड देन दिस इज 8.76%. सो हम लोग का थ्रेशोल्ड कितना था? 1.5%. हम लोग को 1.5% से ऊपर का थ्रेशोल्ड है हम लोग का फॉलो थ्रू डे का कंसीडरेशन का. एंड यहाँ पे कितना गया? 8.76. एंड विथ इफ यू, इसमें आई थिंक ट्रेडिंग व्यू में वॉल्यूम नहीं आता है,
नहीं गौरव, अगर आप ये फ्यूचर्स का वो कंटिन्यूअस फ्यूचर्स वाला लेंगे तो उसमें वॉल्यूम आता है।
ओके, मैं इन्वेस्टर पे चला था, इन्वेस्टिंग पे मैंने देखा था।
नहीं, ट्रेडिंग व्यू पे आता है वो।
अभी भी
इफ यू सिलेक्ट या इन्वेस्टिंग में वी कैन सी द वॉल्यूम।
So volume, if you see volume here in this volume is greater than the previous day volume. Okay. So this is the first day where the bulls strongly come with their money.
So गौरव भाई, अगर आप अपनी एक्सेल सॉरी पीपीटी जो थी जिसमें आपने फॉलो थ्रू डे का जो दिखाया था या अपफ्रंट रैली डे का, अगर वो एक बार फिर से जरा रिपीट कर सकते हैं।
So this is the follow through day definition. हम लोग को क्या देखना है? Typically occurs after day 3 of the rally day. 3 day के बाद स्टार्ट होता है। Many जो occurs होते हैं 4 to 7 days, 4 से 7 दिन के अंदर आ जाता है फॉलो थ्रू डे। मतलब जो बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग अगर मार्केट होता है तो वो 4 से 7 दिन के बीच में आ जाता है। अगर थोड़ा सा ग्लिचेस रहेगा और थोड़ा सा नहीं इतना कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा, कन्विक्शन रहेगा मार्केट को, देन वो थोड़ा सा लेट होता है। और होता डेफिनेशंस क्या है? 1.5% और हाइयर ऑन ए हैवियर वॉल्यूम देन द प्रायर डे। तो हम लोग की सारी कंडीशंस मैच हो रही है अगर ये फॉलो थ्रू डे हम लोग देखेंगे।
So यहाँ पे हम अगर देख लेते हैं, so for an example, 3 दिन the candle has closed higher than the earlier one.
Yeah, will not consider. इसमें अगर 1.5% पे क्लोज होगा, will not consider that.
Okay. So it has to have more than 1.5% from previous day, then it's considered as a follow through, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we need to have a higher volume. Can you explain why we don't consider that big green candle after the rally day as the follow through day then?
Yeah, actually when the downtrend is going on, you need some conviction and conviction from the bull. क्या this is the first day. आप यहाँ पे भी देखोगे जैसे ये अगर इस वाली कैंडल को देखेंगे देन अगेन ये फिर से नीचे जाने लगा। मतलब बहुत सारे टाइम्स ऐसे होंगे कि जो एक दिन का रैली होती है एंड देन अगेन वो डाउन ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हो जाता है। यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जनरली फोमो इफेक्ट आता है मार्केट में। फोमो इफेक्ट क्या होता है? फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट। जब फॉलो थ्रू डे होता है तो मार्केट में फोमो इफेक्ट होता है कि बहुत सारे इन्वेस्टर्स को लगता है कि यार यहाँ से मार्केट बॉटम आउट हो चुका, मुझे अब पैसा लगाना है, क्योंकि अभी अगर मैंने मिस कर दिया यहाँ पे पैसा लगाना देन मुझे बहुत बड़ा रैली मेरा मिस हो जाएगा। तो ये क्या है कि रोल ओवर इफेक्ट, रोलिंग ओवर इफेक्ट लाता है एक मार्केट में कि लोग देन अगेन एक दूसरे को देख करके पैसा लगाने लगते हैं। तो मार्केट इज ऑल अबाउट फोमो इफेक्ट। हम लोग फोमो ही देखते हैं मार्केट में। सो आप देखोगे यहाँ पे अगर फॉलो थ्रू डे आया है तो देन वी विल गेट ए वेरी गुड रैली।
तो कैंसलिम के हिसाब से हमें इन्वेस्ट तब करना है जब वी सी अ फॉलो थ्रू डे, राइट?
यस, दिस इज द फर्स्ट डे एंड यू शुड नॉट बी इन्वेस्ट इन फुल थ्रॉटल। मतलब ये नहीं कि जैसे ही फॉलो थ्रू डे आया आपने पूरा 100% पैसा लगा दिया। यू शुड स्टार्ट ग्रेजुअली, इवन 20-30% यू टेस्ट कि हाँ यार ठीक है अभी ठीक चल रहा है, बिकॉज हियर यू विल गेट बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स आपको गुड ब्रेकआउट्स देंगे एंड यू विल गेट गुड रिस्क रिवार्ड रेशियो एंड विन परसेंट विल बी हायर।
So there is a one question, is higher high necessary to decide rally day?
This one?
Yeah, and do we decide rally day only after 3 days?
No, follow through day. Yeah, follow 3 day is on the higher high. Yes.
Okay.
It should not be cross this low. This rally should not be cross this low.
Yeah.
अगर ये नीचे फिर से क्रॉस करता है then you have to again आपको rally day देखना है, then again follow through day देखना है।
So ठीक है, so I think we don't have an example of that, right?
Many examples are there.
हाँ, ये वाला आप यूज कर सकते हो
Yes,
probably
yes,
this
yes,
one here, या ये जो नीचे है। हाँ,
so if you ये down trend एक mini down trend है maybe बड़े इसका, but you consider this a down trend. So if you consider this is a rally day, okay, this is attempt of यहाँ पे इसके बाद जो इसका हाई है ये ब्रेक किया इसने, सो यहाँ पे इसने एक बॉटम बनाया है। ओके, देन इफ यू कंसीडर ये 3 दिन आपने छोड़ दिया 1 2 3, अभी ये नेक्स्ट डे आई डोंट नो कितना प्लेस वाले इसमें आता है एक्चुअली, उसमें परसेंटेज नहीं दिख रहा है, दैट इज इशू। चलिए, I'm just considering this is not a follow through. लग नहीं रहा है follow through day, मतलब परसेंटेज कम लग रहा है मुझे.
हाँ, no problem.
अब यहाँ पे follow through day देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पे भी कोई follow through day मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है यहाँ पे. Then आप देखोगे यहाँ पे this बार this rally is filled, क्योंकि इसके जो लो है, इसने जो लो बनाया था उसको इसने ब्रेक कर दिया है. नाउ अगेन अभी फिर से नया एक्सरसाइज स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, आपको अगेन रैली डे देखना है. देन इफ यू कंसीडर दिस डे इज अ रैली डे, नेक्स्ट डे ही आपको रैली डे आ गया. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी एक्टिव इन दिस मार्केट. मतलब आपको कब रैली डे आ जाएगा, कब 3-4 दिन बाद फॉलो थ्रू डे आ जाएगा, यू हैव टू बी वेरी एक्टिव. सो अगर अगेन 1-2-3 डेज नहीं देखा, देन अगेन फॉलो थ्रू डे हम लोग देखने लगे. आई थिंक यहाँ पे कहीं फॉलो थ्रू डे नहीं आया. देन यहाँ पे इस रैली डे को, ये जो फॉलो थ्रू डे है, दिस वन डेफिनेटली इज ए फॉलो थ्रू डे. ये बहुत बड़ा बार है. ओके, एंड लुक एट द वॉल्यूम इज वेरी हाई. ओके, फ्रॉम हियर इट गेट स्टार्ट ए गुड रन अप.
So ये जो बड़ी green candle है, that was the higher high that it had made,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because it did not
Higher
cross
high.
the previous low of that
Yes.
green candle. Yeah.
Yes. Higher high
I
is
hope it's clear to everybody
Higher high.
in the audience. Yeah. So,
yeah, this one is also higher high, and this one is also higher high. So once the follow through day comes, that it means that money is traders or investors are jumping into the market. Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Gaurav, एक minute. I'll just open it up for questions if there are any.
Sure.
The audience have any questions on this? Yeah.
Sure.
Guys, before you ask your questions, just start your video, and you should be able to unmute yourself as well. Yeah. Okay. Any questions from anyone? Okay. If no questions, then we can move further. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead then.
Okay. So where we were discussing, this is the follow through day, and this is the rally after this follow through day. So how many opportunities you will get to make a very handsome good of amount of money in this market? So now distribution days. When the market is uptrend, at some point a new downtrend will begin. एक नया डाउनट्रेंड स्टार्ट होगा, हमेशा ही ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, कहीं ना कहीं डाउनट्रेंड स्टार्ट होगा. तो कहाँ से हम लोग गेस करते हैं? दैट इज फ्रॉम द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डेज. Distribution days is the days of heavy selling in the major indexes where it closes down at least 0.2% on a heavier volume than the days before.
So this is basically the day when we see those Mahabharat memes, right? कि ये सूर्यास्त कब होगा वाला.
Yes. यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जो सेलिंग्स होती है जो मेजर इंडेक्सेस पे होता है, एटलीस्ट हम लोग उसको कंसीडर करते हैं जो 0.2% से क्लोज हुआ है on heavier volume than the day before. So a rise in a distribution days shows the institutional investors are beginning to sell more aggressively. अगर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डेज अगर इंक्रीज करेंगे, देन ये एक सिग्नल होगा कि इंस्टीट्यूशनल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, दे आर सेलिंग मोर एग्रेसिवली. वो लोग सेल एग्रेसिव करेंगे. So if you get 6 distribution days within 4 to 5 weeks period, the uptrend will typically roll over into downtrend. अगर हम लोग को 4 से 5 वीक के अंदर 6 डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डेज मिल जाते हैं, देन जनरली अपट्रेंड क्या होगा, वो डाउनट्रेंड में स्टार्ट हो जाता है. Okay. Just go on this again. So
Gaurav, if you can probably go to trading view and just select continuous contract for Nifty, that should give you the volume as well, because some of the guys were wondering how to show that. Yeah.
Which one?
नहीं, trading view में investing.com में नहीं.
Okay. Yes.
So trading view में अगर आप Nifty का continuous contract वाला select करेंगे ना, Nifty 50.
Which one?
Yeah, just select index futures पे click कीजिए, Nifty third option. Yeah. So guys, you can see the volume.
This
वो
is
आपको शायद,
not the volume.
so just put the volume.
Yeah.
Correct. So guys, this is how you can see the volume of Nifty index. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gaurav. And if you can take the example of this March 2020, when we had a major, let's say, Corona-related meltdown.
Okay. Okay.
How can we identify such distribution day happening, and take care of our portfolio? Let's say book profit or exit quickly, just so that we can avoid such kind of meltdown. Yeah.
Okay. I think यहाँ से भी uptrend चल रहा है. Just मैं example यहीं से ले ले रहा हूँ.
Can you tell the date also, which the date which you are looking at? So
Yes, I think October 14th. From October 14th.
2019, right?
Yeah. I think यहीं पे meltdown हुआ था.
Okay. So we are looking at the data from October 19 onwards. Yeah. Okay.
So
go ahead.
this is the uptrend is going on. If you consider this, yeah. So this is 0.39%, and if you see the volume is higher than the previous day, so this we count as a distribution day. Okay. So here we'll mark this. Okay. This is the first distribution after. Okay. Then this is minus 0.12%. This is not a distribution days. Okay. This is minus 0.2. If you see the volume is lower than the previous, so we will not consider this is a distribution day. So this one is again this volume is higher than the previous day. Again, mark this as a distribution day.
So we'll just repeat. Yeah, ये distribution day इसलिए है because वो दो condition satisfy करता है. पहली condition ये है कि the price of the index contract is reduced from the previous one by 0.2%, correct?
Yeah, greater than 0.2 or greater than 0.2%.
Greater than 0.2 or greater than 0.2%, and the volume of that candle, yeah, the contract, as you can see, it should be higher than the previous day's volume. Yeah. Gaurav bhai, time frame कौन सी use करना है? इधर daily.
This is daily. This is daily.
Daily ही use करना है.
Yeah, daily basis. Okay. So again, if you see, this is a distribution day minus 0.67%, and the volume is higher than the previous day. So again, I am marking this as a distribution day. Okay. Minus 0.365%, but volume is lower. So this is not a distribution days. Now minus 0.50 and volume is higher than the previous volume. So this one is the distribution day. Okay.
So गौरव जी, एक अच्छा सा क्वेश्चन आया है कि मतलब रिटेलर क्या हर दिन गिनता बैठेगा? कोई ऑटोमेशन नहीं है इधर कि so मैंने कहा कि there are some scripts in TradingView which one can use to identify distribution day. You can also write your own script if you are good with Pine script. And there are some websites which also publish this kind of report, but some of those websites are paid websites. Yeah?
Yes. There are paid website where this is automated. You need not to be mark this every day. So should I this is Market Smith India. This is a I think William O'Neill site. Here you will get this confirm uptrend. So यहाँ पे automated है, but अगर आपको paid नहीं करना है, then you have to मतलब आपको थोड़ा सा vigilant होना पड़ेगा. Then again अगर इसका volume देखेंगे, this is higher volume. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, again this is 0.37, volume is higher. And I'm marking this as a distribution. So distribution days are piling up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. हम लोगों ने 6 distribution days में बोला था. Volume is lower and volume is high. Then this again is a distribution day. So if you see from here to here, this is 31 bar. Means 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, here you get 6 distribution days. So यहाँ पे आपको you should be alert कि यहाँ अभी डाउन ट्रेंड आ सकता है. So यहाँ पे आपको डिफेंसिव होना है कि आपको not to be aggressive, बहुत ज्यादा aggressive नहीं होना है. आपको यहाँ पे जितना भी आपका पोर्टफोलियो, आपको जितना भी गेन है, वहाँ पे आपको नॉट टोटली बट जो खराब स्टॉक्स है या जो नीचे जा रहे हैं उनको आप बेच सकते हो, थोड़ा डिफेंसिव हो सकते हो, जो प्रॉफिट हो रहा है उसको आप ले सकते हो. अगेन दिस इज नॉट ए डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे, थोड़ा सा ऊपर गया, देन दिस इज द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे.
So Gaurav, is there a relationship between distribution day number 1 to number 3 or number 5? Does it have to have a lower? Does it have to have more volume than distribution day 1, something like that?
No, it's a normal distribution. Simple definition है, volume एक दिन जो है वो उससे ज्यादा होना चाहिए.
Okay, so that between 2 distribution days there is no definition that की distribution number day number 2 उसकी प्राइस डे 1 से कम होनी चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
ऐसा कोई
इंडिविजुअली गिना जाता है.
ऐसा कोई रूल नहीं है. सो आप देख रहे हैं कॉन्टिन्यूअसली डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जितने भी बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स से दे आर, मतलब वॉल्यूम आप देखेंगे इनका हाई एंड कॉन्टिन्यूअस आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डेज देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे. देन अगेन दिस इज ए डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे. कितना पहले आपको पता लग जाएगा कि हाँ यहाँ पे कुछ ना कुछ इशू आ रहा है. यू शुड बी डेफिनेटली बी मतलब रिड्यूसिंग योर portfolio size. Then again ये देखिए volume is higher then आप देखोगे यहाँ पे फिर ये higher high को ब्रोक किया है. then again यहाँ पे तो फिर 6 distribution day को काउंट करने का कोई फायदा नहीं. उसके बाद फिर continuous आप डाउन ट्रेंड देख रहे हो. यहाँ पे कितना बड़ा आपने डाउन ट्रेंड, अगर यहाँ पे एग्जिट कर जाते हैं आप लोग, पोर्टफोलियो अपना गेन कर लेते हो, तो ये पूरा डाउन ट्रेंड आपका सेव हो जाता है.
Gaurav, can you go back to the PPT once on about the distribution day, so that just the definition part? Yeah. I'll open up questions if anybody has on understanding either follow through day or distribution day. Guys, before asking question, request you to put your video on. Any questions from anyone?
हेलो चिंतन भाई.
या गो अहेड.
चिंतन भाई, सर जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डेज बता रहे हैं ना, तो वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डेज के लिए तो हम एमएससीडी भी यूज कर सकते हैं इसके साथ क्या? तो एमएससीडी तो वो पहले ही बता देता है कि उसके वीकनेस आ रही है उसमें, ऐसा करके.
Gaurav, can we use MACD indicator to MACD?
No, this strategy doesn't use MACD. Actually, in an uptrend, if you use MACD or any RSI indicator, you'll always get overbought situation. अगर आप देखोगे, I'll just give you example.
सर लेकिन एक बार प्लॉट को कीजिए सर. उसमें आपको देखिए सर, आप जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पीरियड जो दिखा रहे हैं वो लगभग 1.5 से 2 महीने का है. अभी 1.5 से 2 महीना पीरियड में आप ये देख रहे हैं कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, लेकिन प्राइस तो बढ़ ही रहे हैं. आप ये कि कम से कम ऑलमोस्ट 7 to 10% के आसपास प्राइस बढ़े हुए हैं.
यस, ये कि
लूज नहीं कर रहे हैं, मतलब कि आपको कॉन्फिडेंस तोड़ रहे हो.
या दैट इज
मैं बेच रहा हूँ, वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन देख रहा है, मैं बेच रहा हूँ, लेकिन वो प्राइस तो घट नहीं रहा है.
Yeah, prices will go again. मतलब many times the distribution are days, मतलब क्या होता है कि कभी-कभी distribution days are piling up and again market will get in uptrend. So this is the game of probability. That is a probability.
Pritesh bhai, basically it is about how many such distribution day comes in a typical period. Yeah, it's not about whether the current distribution day key price is higher or lower than the previous one. Yeah, it is more about seeing more number of distribution days in a short period. That's what the game is. Yeah.
Right, sir.
This is an alert system where you should be alert. मतलब आपको क्या है कि you should मतलब just आपको blankly ये नहीं कि अपना portfolio पूरा खाली कर देना, but आपको लग रहा है कि आपके portfolio बहुत ही ज़्यादा खराब हो रहा है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा नीचे जा रहा है, बहुत ही तेजी से stock नीचे जा रहा है, then you should take a defensive call.
आइडिया यहाँ पे ये रहेगा कि आप अपने स्टॉप लॉसेस लगा दीजिए, आपके जो प्रॉफिट है वो वाइप नहीं हो जाए. ओके, सपोज यू हैव सर्टेन स्टॉक्स वेयर यू आर इन अ वेरी गुड प्रॉफिट बट यू आर स्टिल फीलिंग इसको मैं अभी रखता हूं और रखता हूं. सो द आइडिया बिहाइंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे इज टू पुट द स्टॉप लॉसेस इन द सिस्टम, या नॉट इन द माइंड, कि अगर कल जाके ये सिस्टम मतलब मार्केट अगर नीचे गिरा देन आई एम एबल टू बुक माय प्रॉफिट एंड गेट आउट एंड सिट ऑन द कैश. दैट्स व्हाट द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे थियरी हेल्प्स अस टू डू. But again, there are no short answer here because it's a market. A lot of parameters, a lot of forces are at play. So this theory helps us reduce our, let's say, losses. It helps us take our profits home.
So the probability, if you say probability will increase in the downside. मैं हमेशा ही कहता हूँ traders and investors should think in terms of probability. Maybe market 40% probability is high कि हाँ 40% ही ऊपर जा सकता है because distribution rise are piling up. यहाँ पे pile up हो रहे हैं, but 40% chances still is there कि market ऊपर जाएगा, but 60% chances is there कि market नीचे जाएगा. So आपको जो probability है वो अपने favor में रखनी है.
और प्रीतेश भाई दूसरा एक क्या है कि आपका पोर्टफोलियो किस तरह से बना हुआ है उस पर भी काफी डिपेंड करता है. If your portfolio is made up of high beta stocks, which are moving, let's say, faster than the Nifty, then the fall in your portfolio will be much higher than what you see in the index over here. Yeah, because these stocks tend to also fall faster than the Nifty because of the high beta value that.
Yeah, the growth stock maximum the growth stock बहुत तेजी से नीचे जाता है. If you see जितने भी स्टॉक आप देखोगे जो बहुत तेजी से गए ऊपर, then वो बहुत तेजी से नीचे आए हैं.
So agar let's say those investor who have a higher exposure to small cap or mid cap or micro cap, then they would see that their fall is much faster and higher than the Nifty fall.
Generally sir index बाद में गिरता है, लेकिन अपना mid cap small cap already 10% 15% से टूट गया होता है.
True, absolutely. But see, what we are trying to gauge here is that since there are big institutional players who are playing in the market, and they are playing in a big script, large caps at a significant volume. So this theory helps us understand कि क्या होने वाला है. That's it. होगा जरूरी नहीं है, but ये ऐसा हो सकता है. That's what this theory tells us. Okay, let's move on to the next question if we have any. गौरव भाई, कोविड के बाद जो हुआ वो एक बार फॉलो थ्रू जरा दिखा सकते हैं?
So यहाँ पे तो डाउन ट्रेंड स्टार्ट हो गया. This is a heavy selling. So this one I think कोविड का ही था, मार्च का.
So 23 March and 24 March, these were the key dates, right? Where the market made the bottom.
So हम लोग को अभी bottom देखना कि bottom कहाँ पे होता है. This one is the rally day. हम लोग को फिर से वही cycle शुरू हो जाएगी. Then we have to look for the rally day. Then after leaving 3 days, then हम लोग को follow through day देखना. This one is the follow through day. And अब उसके बाद जो rally आई है, it's a huge one. It's a dream rally, I think.
Okay, if no more question, I'll mute the audience. Let's move on. So I hope everybody understood the how to identify distribution day and the follow through day.
So what are the guideline? If a distribution reaches 1, no special action needed. कोई जरूरी नहीं कुछ भी करने के लिए. Second में भी कुछ नहीं करना है. If you get 3 distribution, then start watching your stocks closely. मतलब जो stocks हैं वो आपके portfolio में उनको थोड़ा सा closely watch करना होगा. After 4 distribution day, look for something to sell. आपको कुछ ना कुछ आपका आपको थोड़ा सा हल्का होना है. After 5 or 6, you need to be proactively take defensive action, take 20-25% gain and reduce your stop loss to 3 to 4%. हम लोग 7 to 8% देते, but if distribution days is higher, then stop loss should be 3 to 4%. Okay. So this is the market. Once we got in the market के बाद क्या आता है? That is stock. कि कौन सा stock हम लोग को लेना है. So increase your batting average with the fundamentals. So parameters to look: big earning per share acceleration, record earning out of several years, consistent earning. So these are the parameters that we have to look. अगर जो हम लोग को rally day आता है उसके बाद जो stocks हम लोग को देखने हैं, these parameters that we have to look. Acceleration क्या होता है कि जो normally जो earning या profit growth जो trend होता है, जो normally मान लीजिए 20 डिग्री से चल रहा है, then again वो 60 डिग्री चलने लगता है. That is the acceleration, like this one. ये normally चल रहा है, then again ये एक acceleration दिया है. This stock is, मतलब I'm not saying just आप इस तरह का कोई भी stock को आप तुरंत ले लो. You have to look other parameters also कि क्या करता है, क्या उसका future growth है, then क्या उसके fundamentals है, क्या उसके debt ratio है. But these is the most important parameters to look out.
So just for those who don't understand what is EPS, so EPS is earning per share. तो जो कंपनी की टोटल अर्निंग हुई उसको टोटल शेयर से डिवाइड कर देते हैं और जो वैल्यू आती है वो अर्निंग पर शेयर कहलाती है. ये पैरामीटर आप अलग अलग कंपनियों को एक के साथ कंपेयर करने के लिए कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज हर एक कंपनी का नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स अलग अलग रहता है. तो आपको ईपीएस से आप इजीली कंपेयर कर सकते हैं कि एक कंपनी दूसरी कंपनी से ज्यादा परफॉर्म कर रही है कि नहीं. Go ahead.
So current earning is the most important. That should be at least 25% in current quarter. And insist with the sales growth also. मतलब कुछ कंपनियां होती है जो सिर्फ earnings growth show कर देती है, but sale growth नहीं होती है. तो आप कोशिश करिए कि ऐसी कंपनी जो sale growth भी हो रही है and then the earning growth is also there, और it should be greater than 25%. और अगर bull market आता है, then आपको जो बेस्ट ऑफ बेस्ट कंपनीज होती है जो उनकी अर्निंग्स होती है वो 70% और हायर होती है, मे बी 100% 200% हायर होती है एंड एक्सीलरेट करती है और ये सस्टेनेबल और कंसिस्टेंट होती है. एनुअल ग्रोथ शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 25% और हायर. जो CAGR होता है 3 साल का, दैट शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 25%. So this is the combination of current earning and the annual earning. ये दो जो combination है is a deadly combination of fundamental. अगर आपको ये दो अगर मिल जाएंगे, then you will definitely get a very good chance of getting a multi bagger.
Gaurav, annual growth मतलब revenue growth या profit growth?
Earning growth. EPS growth. So additionally, if you get ROE greater than 17%, margin highest in the group, if you can find another stock in that group, like IT में बहुत सारे stock एक साथ earnings बहुत अच्छी आई होगी, then chemical में अगर देखेंगे तो सिर्फ एक कंपनी का मत देखिए, और भी ग्रुप में देखिए बाकी जो कंपनीज है उनकी earnings कैसी आ रही है. So if you find एक और उसी ग्रुप में दूसरा स्टॉक है उसकी भी numbers बहुत अच्छे आ रहे हैं, then you will have a confidence कि हाँ यार ये overall sector और कुछ अच्छा इसमें हुआ है. So among top rated industry in the group, mostly जो stocks होते हैं वो ग्रुप में ही भागते हैं. मतलब आप कहीं पे भी देखेंगे IT है तो IT भागेगा, then chemical है तो chemical भागेगा. So there is a group theory. कभी भी बहुत ही कम कंपनियां होंगी जो individual भागती हैं, but most of the companies move in a group. So look for the companies who are in the top rated industry. So William O'Neill made that thing in a very simple ranking system. He put all the parameters in an equation and give a rating of that company. So if we get EPS rating of greater than 80%, अगर 80 से हम लोग को EPS rating अच्छा है किसी भी कंपनी का, देन आपके पास चांसेस है कि आपका करंट अर्निंग जो आपका सी है वो भी आपको मिलेगा, देन एनुअल ए है वो भी मिलेगा, देन आपको कंसिस्टेंट जो अर्निंग मैंने दिखाया था वो भी आपको मिलेगा. So if EPS is greater than 80, this gives us a clue that a new product or new market or new strategy or something new happening in the group is going on. So अगर आपको कोई स्टॉक लग रहा है कि हाँ ये इसमें अच्छा नंबर्स अच्छे हैं, देन यू कैन डिग ऑन, उसको बहुत अच्छे से कन्विक्शन बिल्डअप करने के लिए कि कंपनी क्या करती है, किस सेक्टर में करती है, कौन कस्टमर है, क्या और कौन कौन से इसके कॉम्पिटिटर्स है, टू इंक्रीज योर कन्विक्शन इन दैट स्टॉक. So annual earning is like that कि 4.3, 6.5, 8.5 इस तरह से हम लोग को एनुअल अर्निंग देखनी है. कभी कभी क्या होता है एनुअल अर्निंग बीच में कम हो जाती है, मतलब सेकेंड ईयर काफी कम हो गई है, मान लीजिए 3.4 थी देन 2.8 हो गई. ओके, देन इट शुड बी 5.2, मतलब 5.2 इज द हाईएस्ट नंबर, मतलब 3.4 से भी अबव है 5.2. हम लोग को ये नहीं देखना कि जैसे 4.3 है 3 है एंड अगेन 3.7. 3.7 इज मतलब लोअर देन 4.3, मतलब अपने हाई पे भी ये नहीं कर पाई तीसरे साल में. तो एनुअल अर्निंग इस तरह से हम लोग को देखनी है. ROE ग्रेटर देन 17%. 17% से अगर हाई है तो देयर शुड बी सम एज और यूनिकनेस ऑफ कंपनी और इट्स प्रोडक्ट. हाईएस्ट मार्जिन इन ग्रुप इंडस्ट्री, एक्स्ट्रा एज ऑफ कंपनी इन मार्केट टू कमांड the market. And again O'Neill again convert this group in a ranking system where if your group is lower than 50, 40 or 50, then this gives a greater chances of good company or a strong group move. So
now, Gaurav, this ranking, it is not available to the retailers, right? I mean, you have to have a paid subscription of IBD's website or tools to have this, yeah? So let's say those retailers who don't want to take such subscription, how do we identify such kind of
So the first thing that you have to look is the annual earning of any company. So if we first going to the annual earning is like this 4.3, 6.5, 8.5. This should be, every year it should be greater than 20 to 25%. It should be on the increasing trend. Okay, and it should be on the record earning.
Can you show that in a website or somewhere just to? So this particular features of this website is it's available on a free version, which you can use. Not the ranking part, but at least the EPS growth and others you can see.
Just this is, I think, a screener. Everybody uses this screener, I think. So if you go here, this is the EPS. Okay. So if you look at the EPS of this company. This is continuous growing. 3, 12, 16, 24, 28, 38, 46, 41, and this is 59, 88. Okay, so this should be on the increasing trend. यहाँ से एक आपको एक सॉलिड कंपनी आपको दिखेगी कि एक मल्टी ईयर ग्रो कर रहा है. Okay, so this is the this is the trend of the earning. Then after
so there were some questions. So earning means EPS, EPS, earning per share,
earning per share. This is the most important. Profitability, if someone dilute their share, then the profitability EPS will give you the exact good picture of that company. So this should be the increasing trend.
But when you say margin, what do you mean? Do you mean operating profit margin?
Yeah, operating profit. Yeah, total margin. Any margin. Operating profit margin should be on the. It is a very good number. So from here you can see this is a, it's a very good trend is going on here. If you name any other company, so ये सबसे important annual earning. Then अगर आप quarterly earning पे जाएंगे, this is the annual earning. Annual earning देखिए. Then if you go to the quarterly results, आपको यहाँ पे भी एक trend दिखेगा 8 to 12, 12 to 13, 11, 12. This is a consistency and big earning and big future growth is going on.
But Gaurav, there are many companies which are into a let's say seasonality, which is affected by seasonality, and their
Yes.
earnings on quarter may not be, consistent because of the seasonality factor into
Yes,
that
yes,
business
yes,
itself, right? So
Yes.
do you or do Canslim advise us to look at it annual EPS, or should we look at it quarter as well? What's the guidance?
In Canslim, A is stand for year on year. Okay. And in a quarterly, you should go for year on year. Like if you are comparing September 2019 earning, then you should look for the September 2020. मतलब जो आपको 12.67 को earning है वो 8 से compare करना है.
अच्छा, sequential quarter नहीं देखना है आपको,
नहीं.
एक साल पहले का quarter देखना है.
एक साल पहले quarter देखना है. So that the seasonality जो आप कह रहे हैं ना वो cover out हो जाता है. कभी कभार seasonality है सितंबर में खराबी रहता है, तो then next year का जो seasonal होगा वो क्या रह रहा है. Then 16 has to be compared with the 12 and 18 has to be compared with the 13. It should be a greater 20-25% or higher.
You can also show the markets with India. They also have a better layout for this. And again, this is the free features of markets with India. Yeah, you don't need any kind of paid version to look at the financials. Yeah.
So here, if you see, this is the earning EPS 3.8, 4.6, 4.1, 5.9.
Gaurav, थोड़ा सा स्क्रीन ऊपर ले लीजिए ना, वो टाइटल नहीं दिख रहा है उसका. हाँ, correct.
Okay. So here you get consistent earning. If you see this consistent greater than 20-25% earning, this is the EPS. This is, I think, I don't know whether it is available on the free version or not. I think this one is the paid.
ये आता है free version में.
Okay. So here you see that at least two quarterly earnings should be greater 20-25%. 25% से ऊपर होना चाहिए. And sale volume is should be greater, कुछ ना कुछ higher होना चाहिए. 10, 12, 25% higher. So this is the most important. मतलब जो सबसे important होता है Canslim में वो यही होता है annual, and then annual earning जो चल रहा है उससे against quarterly earning acceleration जो होता है. Okay. Is bought by institution or not, ये कैसे देखेंगे? How to gauge institution are buying or selling? Increase funds manager, ratings है A और B ratings. ओनील ने हम लोग को बताया ओनील किस तरह से A और B रेटिंग्स देखते हैं, जिसमें एक्युमुलेशन और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन स्टॉक्स के अंदर कितना हो रहा है. देन वी गो फॉर द रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ. रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ इज गेजिंग की स्टॉक जो है इंडिविजुअल स्टॉक अगेंस्ट द मार्केट कितना ग्रो कर रहा है इन प्राइसेस. सो रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 80. रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ जो लाइन होती है दैट शुड बी एट द न्यू हाई और अप ट्रेंडिंग. इट शुड बी ए लिक्विड स्टॉक. ये जितने भी मैं स्टॉक्स बता रहा हूँ जो फॉलो कर रहा है कैंसलिम को, दैट शुड बी ए लिक्विड. मतलब ऐसा कोई स्टॉक्स नहीं है जो बहुत ही लिक्विड है एंड मतलब बहुत ही कम शेयर्स इसके अवेलेबल है. दैट इज गुड स्टॉक लाइक एप्पल हो गया या गूगल हो गया, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट हो गया, इस तरह के जो स्टॉक्स होते हैं, टाटा एल्क्सी हो गए. एक गुड नंबर ऑफ फंड मैनेजर्स आर देयर. मतलब जो बहुत ही लिक्विड होते हैं उसमें फंड मैनेजर्स भी नहीं आते हैं. स्ट्रेंथ जो चार्ट्स पे दिखेगी, दैट यू शुड नो हाउ टू रीड द चार्ट टू गेज द स्ट्रेंथ. with the volume. So if you get the example, here the fund managers are buying. If you see, the number of funds are increasing, 66%. Shareholders are increasing. Okay. If you see this line, this is relative strength line, and this is the rating. This compares the strength of stocks across the universe of this NSE and gives the rating. So this is the 80, greater than 80, that is our threshold. So institutions are buying simply, and this buyer demand is a negative. Again, the institutions are buying. Okay, and if you
Gaurav, can you explain the accumulation distribution wala jo parameter tha?
Yeah, it's actually if you see the volume on the particular day, when the volume when the day closes in positive, मान लीजिए 1-2% बढ़ता है, and if you take the volume of that day, okay, and
Gaurav, इसको थोड़ा सा zoom कर सकते हैं because it's hardly readable.
जस्ट यहाँ पे देखते हैं, यहाँ पे जो प्लस डेज के जो वॉल्यूम होता है, जो प्लस डेज का वॉल्यूम होता है और जो निगेटिव डेज का वॉल्यूम होता है, उसको डिवाइड कर देते हैं हम लोग. प्लस डे डिवाइड बाई द निगेटिव डे वॉल्यूम. जितना ज्यादा प्लस डे का वॉल्यूम आता है, दैट्स मीन्स कि इन्वेस्टर्स आर बाइंग. जो पॉजिटिव डेज का वॉल्यूम होता है उसको डिवाइड कर देते हैं निगेटिव डेज के वॉल्यूम से ऑन ए आई थिंक 50 डेज पीरियड, व्हाट आई रिमेम्बर. So there you get key if the positive day volume is greater or the negative day volume is greater. Okay. And again, this is group ranking. Group ranking is 45. So group is strong. So from here you get a very good picture. Yeah, if a stock is you can screen out very easily, and you will get a very selective stocks to play on. So actually this is a crash course. I don't, so it's very difficult to go in very deep because it takes some much more time.
So Gaurav, can you just explain us where do we see institutional buying? I just explained them that we can find it in bulk deals, block deals, in various sites like Screener or Stockage. Yeah. So
yeah, institution buying here. If I actually use this Market Smith, and it's very convenient for me. So I can give in this also.
Maybe can you go to the Screener.in? I'll just show them where they can.
Yeah.
So if you go down, you'll see the shareholding patterns at the bottom.
Yeah.
So here you can see promoters, FII, DIIs. Yeah. So when we say institutional buying, we meant FII or DII basically. Yeah. And if you click on deals and trades, you will see what are the big deals, large deals, bulk or block deals which has happened in that counter.
Yeah.
And you can see this in either. I mean, personally, I prefer Stockage because I like the visual. GUI of that site. Again, I use only free websites. I don't use any of the paid version of any website. Yeah. So, alternatively, you can also download this data in an Excel from NSC or BSC, and you can make your own let's say filter using Excel file as well. Can you click on this deals and trades on shareholding quadrant right hand side? It's asking you to log in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vikram, yes, your answer you can find out on the same day once the stock market notifications are made about the bulk deal or the block deal. You can identify what kind of large trades has happened. Yeah? There are many, let's say, Twitter ID who actually publish this on every day. Major deals happening across the top stocks. Yeah. Yeah. So here you guys can see, yeah, who bought what basically. Yeah. If you click on insider trades, then there is bulk deals and block deals. Yeah. Gaurav, what does Canslim say about stocks which are in 5% circuit or on a T2T kind of?
No. We never trade in this small, very illiquid. We never trade. Can you give me some example?
Gaurav, do you want me to open this for Q&A? Or do you want to talk about any other topic first before we do the?
So these are the past winner: the KPR Mills, Acronym, Balaji Amin, Dixon, Lotus Lab, Saregama. This gives the 10 times of. Once you get the stock, then you need to have some strategy of buying and selling, for which we use charts and patterns. I think the time is higher. So
Gaurav, can you tell us about, are we currently in a, let's say, confirm uptrend? Are we on a rally day? Where are we with the current scenario?
I'll just go on the chart. So if you, this one is the downtrend is going on. यहाँ से downtrend चल रहा था. This one is the rally day. This one is the rally day. अभी आप देखोगे यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी follow through day नहीं आया था. 1, 2, 3 दिन को छोड़ के यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा होगा 1.89% है. With the volume greater, but this will not consider as a follow through day because ये क्या है, तीसरे दिन के अंदर ही आ रहा है. So यहाँ से हम लोग काउंट करना शुरू करेंगे. This is 1.1%. अगर आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे कहीं पे भी 1.5% आपको दिखेगा नहीं. 1.36%. This is 1.44%. This one I think this is 1.44%. Yeah. Here they consider this is a follow through day.
And Gaurav, can you explain it with the reason, why that one is considered as a follow through?
Actually, okay. So they consider this is a follow through day.
और गौरव थोड़ा सा स्लो जाइएगा क्योंकि लोगों को दिख नहीं रहा है आपको, आप परसेंटेज कहाँ पे देख रहे हैं?
अच्छा, okay, sorry.
So
if you consider this is a rally day, अभी 1, 2, 3 इन 3 दिन को नहीं देखना हम लोग को. इसमें अगर 1.89% आया है, बट इस मतलब जो 3 दिन के अंदर नहीं है, ये 3 दिन के अंदर है, सॉरी. So we'll not consider this is a follow through day.
Okay, so we have to ignore 3 days or 4 days.
Yeah.
First of all, to find a follow through day. Yeah? Okay.
So यहाँ तक हम लोग को काउंट नहीं करना. Then यहाँ से हम लोग को follow through day देखना है.
Okay.
तो यहाँ पे 1.1% है. That is lower than 1.5. This 1.5, 1.2 जो percentage होता है, that also depend on the market volatility. ये ऐसा नहीं कि 1.5% हमेशा रहेगा. या क्योंकि जब स्टार्टिंग हुआ था तो 1.25% से स्टार्ट हुआ था. देन उसको बढ़ा करके डिपेंडिंग ऑन जो मार्केट वॉलेटिलिटी होती है उसके बेसिस पे उसको बढ़ा के या कम कर सकते हैं उसको. दैट इज मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर एक आपको दिखना चाहिए कि हाँ फॉलो थ्रू डे हो रहा है. दैट इज द मेन मतलब सोल ऑफ दैट फॉलो थ्रू डे. इट्स नॉट एक कि कोई रिजिड रूल है कि हाँ 1.5 ही होना चाहिए. समटाइम वॉलेटिलिटी जो इंडेक्स की वॉलेटिलिटी होती है बहुत ही कम होती है, बहुत ही कम मूव करता है. देन क्या होता है कि अगर 1% या 1.25% भी बढ़ता है तो उसको फॉलो थ्रू डे लोग कर देते हैं. ओके. सो यहाँ पे देखेंगे 1.10, 0.89, 0.78, 0.08, 0.43. यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी बहुत अच्छे वॉल्यूम से नहीं आ रहा है. दिस 1.36 एंड वॉल्यूम इज ग्रेटर देन, बट इस मतलब इससे अगर ट्रेंड लाइन अगर यहाँ पे खींचेंगे तो इससे बिलो द ट्रेंड लाइन आल्सो.
गौरव भाई एक कैंडल पे अगर आप जरा रोक सके और बताएं कि कहाँ पे आप 1.5% देख रहे हैं, जस्ट एज अ
So here you consider this is a follow through day. This market Smith India, they have considered this day as a follow through day.
Okay. Or
So
what is the percentage?
Here is the percentage is 1.44.
Guys, you can see it is the on the top you can see open, high, low, and close. Right? It shows that 1.44% is increase from previous day's close. Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah? All right.
So here they consider their actually advanced things is also there. This prices is greater than 50 and 21 DMA. So there are a lot of reasons that you can say this is a follow through day. You can act on this 20-30% of your portfolio you can increase from this day. So this is not a much text type of follow through day. जो हम लोग text type कहते हैं ना, market is very dynamic. So sometimes you will not get a text type book type of follow through day. But here are the reasons, like the prices are greater than 21% DMA. This one is the 21 DMA line and this one is 50 DMA line. So this is a greater than, this is a gap up bar. This is a 1.44%. So you may consider this is a follow through day.
And Gaurav, do you want to take some example now? Whether how do we identify? How do we identify the Canslim stocks to invest in from now onwards? Yeah.
Yeah. From
because
here,
market is. We got a follow through day. So
yeah. Here. Should I just go ahead with this chart pattern or I should leave? I don't know how much time
I think we are almost at 12 because chart pattern will again take a lot of time, right?
Yeah, it will take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Here what we do, we made a list of good stocks when the downtrend is going on. Sorry. When this downtrend is going on, then we are focusing on a stock which are going uptrend. हम लोग उनको फोकस करते हैं जो कि अपट्रेंड स्टार्ट कर चुके होते हैं ऑलरेडी. सो वहां पे क्या कि आपकी रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ आपकी इंक्रीज हो जाती है. लाइक अभी जस्ट दिस टिमकैन, अगर इसका एनुअल देखेंगे 32, then 19, then 43. Then 43, if you consider this 43 is the highest of जितने भी आप previous year देखेंगे is the highest one. Are you able to see this 43? Yeah, Chintan? Hello?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Sorry. So this, you say this 43 is very high. So this is the record earning of Timken. See, this is an educational purpose. I'm not recommending you should buy this. So this parameter, this is a record earning and earning is very high. If you consider this is 2 times of previous year, 100 fold, 100 times, okay, 100%. And if you consider this quarterly earning, that is 88 and 129% with the sale and EPS earning. जो हम लोग को 25% थ्रेशोल्ड है उससे भी अबव है. सो हम लोग क्या कि वी चेक the chart is also suggesting that institution buying is going on. Price strength is 88. Buyer demand is A plus. Group rank is 7. Chart pattern that we'll discuss it later. That is also very positive, very lucrative. So here you can start looking to invest in this type of stocks. So this is just an example for educational purpose. So here the mutual funds are buying. If you see, mutual fund are in June 125, 120, 132, 160. So mutual fund are buying. So there is great probability. EPS ROE is greater than 17%. Earning is 21%. That is a very good. So probability is higher than this. This may give you a good result. This is not 100% foolproof things. So risk should be taken care. Yeah, Chintan.
Perfect. Gaurav, if you can take some of the recent buys that you have made, in this market,
Yeah. Timken and this TI.
And why did you buy them? I mean, just if you can explain that.
If you see this one, this again, TV investment. If you see annual earnings in 13, 17, 14, and then 24. This is the record earning. And if you get the percentage 14, 20, 80, 90% above than 2021 or any previous earning. Okay. ROE is greater than 18%. And if you consider this sales and this earning is in triple digit, earning जो growth है triple digits में आ रहा है, continuous. Mutual funds are buying. Here you will get the mutual fund also. And chart pattern suggests that price strength is greater than 80. Buyer demand is good. Group ranking is 59. It's manageable. Here I bought this stock here with a chart pattern of breaking out flat base. यहाँ पे मैंने इसको खरीदा था. Then this stock I had bought. So if you look, the annual earning is more of consistent. This is because of COVID. This is one time. So consistent earning is there, but here you can see this quarterly earning is going very great. 250 and 178. Mutual funds are buying. If you go on chart, this is a cup and handle. Now you can see every stock will not perform like rocket. Here I bought, but again this goes down in the base. So here I will manage this stock with my money management thing. I'll sometime reduce. I buy 50% of my position on the breakout, and if it is not in my favor, it is again going down. I'm watching closely in this stock. If it goes beyond this line, 7 to 8% line, then I may close this position. So this is the
so we'll open it up for the questions. If you guys have any questions, please turn on your video and ask questions. If you want to ask on, let's say some of the recent buys or something, we'll limit it. We'll not go through stocks like BCG. Sorry, no offense to somebody who asked that question, but we'll go for some good quality companies. If somebody wants to ask that, feel free to do so. Again, please note, this is not a buy and sell recommendation. It is just the interpretation of Gaurav based on the Canslim parameters.
Gaurav.
Yeah.
So Gaurav, this is Rishi here. Gaurav, wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Even you have been doing this for over the last 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Want to ask that what is it that you expect from the market? Is it that your expectation is around 20% plus, 30% plus? On an average, what should be considered as a good return on your portfolio level? Um, on an average, I'm not asking about it can be 100% for some, it can be 50%, but
Yes.
from your track record of 9 years, what is it that you think that okay, if we get above this particular percentage, then it is a good return?
Yeah, on my experience, it will give you, if you it's totally depend on how you manage your trade. Even if I give you a same list of stocks, एक बंदे को मैं सेम स्टॉक एक को देता हूँ, एक को बी को देता हूँ, जरूरी नहीं है वो भी दोनों सेम परफॉर्म करेंगे, because there is some money management and money management tool also there, that is very important.
Maybe I can jump in, yeah, here. So Rishi, it's a very valid question, great question. The position sizing determines the percentage return. Yeah, to be very honest, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see, if you look at the documented cases, so we know Mark Minervini, yeah, who uses this particular methodology to the, let's say, to his great advantage, has clocked close to 280% or something on recent. Let's say recent ranking that was published, okay, for all those traders who trade in excess of $1 million, something like that. Yeah. So we can see that there are guys like Mark Minervini who gets more than 280% return on his capital, yeah, using this particular methodology. Yeah. So definitely there are a lot of great examples out there. Yeah. Hope that answer your question.
Yeah, so you are telling me about the extreme case. I'm just asking about in general to Gaurav, that Gaurav has been doing this from 9 years.
Yeah.
What is it that he considers on an average that okay, if I get, let's say in 2023, if I get above 15% would be a great year. Now nobody has seen it.
Yep.
But on an average, what is your worst case and best case scenario?
The threshold is always greater than 20-25% if you consider an investment.
Okay.
So
great.
जो होता है 20-25% is a very good return year on year. But people are there in the market, they get a triple digit return every year in the market with this methodology. So it's depend on how you digest all these equations and parameters, and how proficiently you take entry and exits based on the rules.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Hello.
Yeah.
Chintan sir, this is Dheeraj.
Yeah, Dheeraj.
So I have one question for Gaurav. Like, if we are using this Canslim strategy, so where does this strategy?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I think we lost Dheeraj. We can't hear him anymore. Maybe Gaurav, if you can talk about some of the books that we can read on, if somebody wants to, let's say, learn on their own. Yeah. What are some of the books that one should read? Yeah.
Best is, I think, William O'Neill book. I just open it. This one is the most important, How to Make Money in Stock by William O'Neill. And then there are Mark Minervini books. Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard. This is a very good book. This is the first volume, and this one is the second volume.
Guys, Mark Minervini regularly posts on Twitter. Yeah. Also, there are some great traders like Julian Kumar who also follows this methodology and always tweets a very helpful content. For those who are following Canslim methodology. Yeah. So you can use those Twitter handles as well. Yeah. If you want to, let's say, learn from the masters. Yeah. And again, we are not saying that Canslim is the only methodology that will make you money. Yeah, but this is one of the methodology. There is no need for you to change this to Canslim if your current methodology is successful. You need to be proficient in only one of the methodology to make money in the market. Yeah, not everything. Yeah. So this is just one of the, let's say, ways or methodology how to identify stocks which can give you some good returns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other question? Okay, one question from Dheeraj, I think. So he posted in the chat. Does this work great with large cap or a mid cap or a small cap? What's the answer there?
No, there is nothing like that case. Only work in large cap. It can work in a small cap. It can work in a mid cap. The thing is that it should be a unique type of situation. Like it's a unique company and unique product, new product, growing earnings. That suffices the this strategy.
Yeah. His next question was that does it help in identifying multi-baggers? Yeah, so maybe I'll take that question and then you can add on top of it. So Dheeraj, basically, see, any multi-bagger starts with 10%, 20%, 50%, 100%. Yeah, then it goes on to become a multi-bagger. Yeah. However, the idea behind Canslim is not to hold the stock, with 100% conviction. If the stock goes below your buy price, sell it, book the loss at maximum 7-8%. Yeah. Again, re-enter when the stock forms the momentum, starts performing better than Nifty. Yeah. So, multi-bagger stock, it is possible you can find it from this, but the idea of Canslim is to find the stocks which are performing better than the market. You get in on at the, let's say, at the bottom of the escalator and you get out at the top of the escalator. Don't wait for it to, it allows you to book the profit at the right time. Yeah. With the help of this distribution day methodology.
Yeah.
But it's not that you have to hold the stock for next, 5 years, 10 years. That's not what Canslim is advising at per se. Yeah. Gaurav, please, if you can correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah, sure. It's it's a money-making probability. And definitely you will get the multi-baggers. If you see the KPR Mill, HPCL, Balaji, these are all multi-baggers. Saregama, Laurus Lab. If you get all these properties, if you go in the past and if you check the annual earning, quarterly earning, the product or something like this, then you definitely get the multi-baggers history. But it's very difficult to hold on if you don't know because all multi-baggers doesn't go from one point to second point. It will correct in many times in a move, in this type of move, like 10 times. So
even in this winners, it's not that this is just a single entry and single exit, right? Gaurav, for an example, Saregama 1000%. That does not mean that whoever entered at the base one pivot at 478, he'll continue to hold it till it reaches 1000%, right? There will be multiple entry and exit possible in that journey as well. Yeah. So, sorry. Okay. If any other questions before we, ask Dr. Biyani to take up the next session? No. Okay, perfect. Anybody on the YouTube? Do you guys have any questions? We still have 24 participants in YouTube. The guys in the YouTube, you can join the Zoom link. We have some availability there. So if no more questions, then I'll ask Dr. Biyani to unmute themselves, turn on the video. Gaurav, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. for your taking time and sharing your knowledge with us. And hope to hear from you once again. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And guys, if you have any questions for Gaurav, you can reach out to him on Twitter. I've already posted the link. Similarly, you can post the questions in the Telegram link which I sent for Think Tank, and Gaurav will answer it. Or I can also facilitate that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we had trouble with the video in the morning. Even I am also facing the same issue myself right now. But hopefully, I can see Naresh Bhai is there. So Naresh Bhai, thanks again for joining. So Dr. Biyani is a pediatric neurosurgeon based out of Mumbai. And he took a last session on relative momentum. And today he will take us through various, let's say, identify the sectors which are in doing very well compared to other broader market and some of the leading stocks in those sectors. Naresh Bhai, if you can share your screen and take us through, please.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, and I can see your screen as well.
Yeah. So this is the relative momentum chart of all the major sectors. Okay. So last week we had a good momentum in the banking sector. Highlighting that. So last week it had dipped down, but again it started rising here. And if we see the Nifty line, this is also green, So in the absolute momentum of Nifty has also turned positive. Pharma had shot up the purple line, but again it had a rapid decline. Okay. If we concentrate on the numbers actually, so the second number in the chart, here 208 is the fast relative momentum number, and this is better than the regular momentum number. Okay, so the banking sector is doing better than all the sectors. Of course, auto and FMGC sector are still number position, but when we see the auto sector, now the fast number is declining than the regular number. Even the FMGC sector, the fast number is declining that, So now it is on the way out. So the two sectors that look good for coming week is one is this banking sector, number one, and number two is reality actually. Okay, so again in reality we see that its regular number is minus 28, but the fast number is more than 100, So the mean would come to 84, and it is better than the rest of the other sectors. Okay, so if we drill down to individual stocks.
Naresh bhai, before you go there, can you, let's say, just open a Nifty chart without your indicator, please?
Yes.
I just want to show them how they can plot a similar type of, indicator. Yeah. And if you can probably add, using that plus icon, if you can add multiple CNX, IT, CNX.
Yeah. So just a minute, I'll do that. So now the easiest way to have a sector analysis is there's a plus icon. For before that, we'll make this as a line chart. Okay, so now the blue is the Nifty, and then we can keep on adding the sectors of our choice. So this is CNX Auto, CNX.
IT, pharma. I think that this is enough, Naresh bhai. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think auto and FMCG do line aa gayi, if you can just make them one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now here what happens is that the start date is most important, you know. So as the start date changes, you know, so suppose now the start date here is 2020 August 21, you know. So if I have to make it 1 month, you know. Yeah. So this is 19th April and 9th June, you know. So now if you see the chart here, the starting date, the orange color, you know, is performing better, you know, that is auto. Okay. And the next color, the easiest way again is to see the number and the color over here, you know. So it is 12.5%, and that is FMCG, you know. And the rising sector is green color, that is the bank nifty, you know. So given this window compared to Nifty, where it has risen 4%, the bank Nifty has risen to 6.99%, almost 7%.
Yeah, Naresh bhai, it's quite clear. Yeah.
Okay.
And guys, you can use this for the same thing. You can add any other stock in a particular sector. You can add multiple stocks together just like this, so you'll get a similar type of chart. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, if we see the IT index, you know, it had gone down and now it has started rising, you know. So it is coming to its own original price that was there on 25th of May, you know. It is reaching there, you know. Okay. So the banking sector will go one by one sector. What I'm going to do is that I'll add the sector index as well. The thick color line here you see is the sector index. And in the banking sector, you know, the Federal Bank and the ICICI Bank, you know, they are performing better. We'll just highlight their color. So we are not interested in looking at the stocks that are performing below zero. We are interested in just seeing the stock. And if you see the green stock, green color, that's the ICICI Bank, is performing better than the Nifty and also the sector index. The other sectors, we go one by one. IT sector. Two days back, there was a big jump in the LTI and also the Mindtree, where the fast number has turned out positive, but the mean is still 30. Okay, so here we are seeing the fast and the regular number, that is the mean. Okay, the LTI is now 175, you know, the fast number. And the sector is still deep down, you know, it is still minus 152. The next 10 set of IT stocks. Okay, Quick Hill. The last week it has made a big jump. Okay, its positive number is 90, the regular number, and the fast number is 137. And this is with the Nifty that is turning green as well, you know. So it is performing better than the Nifty. We go to the auto sector. Okay. So they are on the top, but they have started declining. Only Eicher Motor has crossed over the sector index now recently. That was yesterday. Yeah. The second tier of 10 stocks of auto, They are not performing better than the auto index. FMCG sector, almost all the stocks are performing better than the Nifty. Okay. And the leader is the black color, Unilever. So when we see the colors over here, by that also we can make out, which is the topmost performer. This is the metal sector where Bharat Forge had a big jump actually, We can see this purple color where it had a big jump last 2 days of the trading.
So, Naresh bhai, which are the sector and which are some of the stocks where one should look at, for the up?
Yeah. So again, see, the metal sector is going down. No, it is not performing. But in metal sector also, like we see this Sudama, now.
So I think Gaurav talked about Timken as well as Tube India, two stocks which are closer to the metal sector, which are doing pretty well there.
Yeah. So as per this analysis, see now this has started green shoot, sir. Even though the metal sector is still underperforming, most of the sector stocks are underperforming. Sandur Magnesium has started performing, So we keep an eye on that. And if we see the first 10 set of the stock again.
And Naresh bhai, one question from the audience is that, let's say once you identify a sector and a stock, for an example like Sandur Manganese, how do you decide at what price to enter here?
Well, there are different ways, This is just a filter where I know that till this line is above the Nifty, above the zero line, it would be giving more return than the Nifty.
Yeah.
Entry actually can be as per as your own criteria.
So, Naresh bhai, मैंने answer ये दिया है उनको कि you should use support and resistance or the EMS to decide.
There are various ways
that becomes easier to identify an entry criteria.
Yeah. No, you are absolutely right. This is just a primary filter where we are looking out for the stocks that are performing better than the Nifty. And then one can use their own discretionary ways of getting in and out, Again, somebody would be happy with the 10% profit. Somebody wants to ride the trend fully, So it depends upon person's own psychology and their risk management and tolerance actually.
So, Lalit bhai, I hope that answer your question. Personally, I would prefer the stock is performing better. I'll look at it if it is above certain EMS, whether it is above 200 EMS, if it is a reversal trade, or if it is above 50 EMS, if it is a kind of a momentum trade. Or if there is a EMA crossovers between 21 and 31, these are some of the, let's say, EMAs which you can use to identify whether to enter at what price. You can also look at certain chart patterns which can also help you understand when to enter into the stock. Again, it's a very wide topic. You can use multiple indicator, whatever you are comfortable with. Some uses RSI. If RSI is above 60 or 70, then you enter. Some can use stochastic or MACD, whatever is your own, let's say, whatever indicator that you're more comfortable with, you can combine it with this kind of sectoral analysis and then find an entry point based on your understanding of that indicator.
Yeah. So coming to another sector, the reality sector, where it is shot up like in first week of July, but it is not sustaining, Then when we dig down into the reality sector, OMSE is performing better. Okay. But the other thing that brought to my interest was this one, Purva. Okay, so you see this has shot up, and if you see the number, the fast number is 250 when the regular number is there. So when we come back to the Purva chart, okay, so this is the basic filter that we use, and here it has just showing the green shoot right now, even though it is below 200 moving average. Now we have to use our own discretioner and keep on following, but we have a built-in exit policy. The moment this line comes down below the zero line, we have to exit the stock. And media also, the NDDV had a big shoot actually. This is one media sector where Inox and PVR have been performing since long time actually. So since 29th of April, they have been performing better than the Nifty and also their own sector index actually. So this is how, in an underperforming sector as well, we can find leaders. This is what it helps. And if we take the next 10 stocks of media. Okay. This is pure momentum play actually. We see the NDTP, I'll just highlight that. Okay, so it started performing better than Nifty. 3rd of June, it came back to the zero line and again it shot up, The last sector that needs to be covered is pharma. Okay, but all the things are going down, So better to be away, and the worst performer is the gland, So its regular number is minus 300 and the fast number is also minus 440. Yeah, I'm done actually. Chintan, are you there? I think Chintan has disconnected. We can open to the questions. Anybody can unmute themselves and can ask the question. Yeah, RP, you can go ahead.
Hey, yes, Naresh bhai,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm back.
good.
Yeah, I had some problem with the Zoom.
Yeah,
No.
good morning. Good morning, Naresh sir. Good morning, Chintan ji. I am Rajesh Punchi. Yeah, I have one question. ये जो आपने सर नरेश सर आपने जो ये इंडिकेटर लगाया है ये relative momentum Twitter वाला, is this free or is this your proprietary or is it available in free or we can create in free version also?
नहीं फ्री अभी ये इंडिकेटर अभी पूरा तैयार नहीं है, 90% तैयार हो गया है. इसको शॉर्टली विल रिलीज इट इन एज अ फ्री वर्जन ऑन ट्रेडिंग व्यू एक्चुअली.
अच्छा, नहीं सर, ये बेसिकली इसका ये आपने खुद बनाया है आपका ये इंडिकेटर सर?
हाँ.
ओके ओके. बेसिकली आप हर एक सेक्टर का इंडेक्स चूज करते हैं एंड लीडिंग शेयर्स उसको चूज करके एंड देन यू कंपेयर इट विद द इंडेक्स.
हाँ, लास्ट टाइम अपना फर्स्ट सेशन में वही बात हुआ था कि वी वर लुकिंग फॉर अ टूल
ओके
that would be a primary filter, like suppose you take a tool, like कोई भी Infosys ले. अगर आपको somebody is writing on the board actually, Infosys लेते हैं, तो we need a portfolio managing tool, you know, where it tells us where till what time the stock is performing better than the Nifty, you know.
This is fine, sir. This is fine. ये समझ
इसको ही
आ
हम
गया।
फिर इसके साथ ही इसको 4 सेक्टर या 10 स्टॉक्स के साथ मिक्स एंड मैच करते हैं तो पता चल जाता है कि कौन सा सेक्टर या स्टॉक अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर रहा है।
Okay. Actually, just sorry, sir. Sorry.
Naresh bhai, I removed the person. I think Pritesh Doshi के यहाँ से हो रहा था. I removed. Okay. If you can reshare, then this will go away. Yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
Naresh sir, just actually last time I attended the session and I tried to replicate this relative momentum in actually just उसमें क्या हुआ, एक layout में हम लोग अगर सेव कर लेते हैं, सपोज एक इंडेक्स के कंपैरिजन कर लेते हैं तो लेआउट में तो आ जाता है, बट इन फ्री वर्जन ओनली वन लेआउट इज अलाउड बेसिकली।
करेक्ट। फ्री वर्जन में 3 इंडिकेटर एक बार डाल सकते हैं आप।
यस, ओके। सो इसका बीटा वर्जन अगर कुछ होगा तो सर शेयर करिए जल्दी। बहुत अच्छा है सर,
मतलब हो जाएगा, जस्ट फाइनल फिनिशिंग स्टेजेस पे है।
यस सर, थैंक यू सर, जस्ट यही एक क्वेरी था।
थैंक यू।
Okay, if no more questions, then we can end the session here.
The disclaimer.
Hello, Chintan.
Chintan, the standard disclaimer is that this is all for education purpose. You know, we are not recommending. We are just trying to find which sector is having the momentum and not having the momentum.
Yeah, guys, we are also retailers like you. Yeah, we are not associated with any platform or any website. We don't offer any paid services. Neither myself or Naresh bhai. We both are highly paid in our own field. Yeah, we are just doing this so that we can help the other fellow traders or investor in their journey of learning the stock market. Yeah, we want to make it a little faster than what we did. So,
Naresh sir, there is a question whether we can identify the outperforming sector beforehand by using this study, because this is a post and this is going to do better. But is there any way by which we can identify if which are the sectors which will be doing better in next 2-3 months?
No. This system is a reactive, you know, it follows the price action, number one. Okay, this is not a predictive system, but having a reactive system also, the advantage is that at least you know where to enter and where not to enter actually. Okay, I'll give you an example. We'll take auto sector. Okay, so auto sector became number 2 from this day, you know, 13th of May, and still it is number 2, you know. So we know that we don't have to look for other sector when we know the leaders, you know. So the idea here is to identify which are the leaders, you know. There is not a predictive, you know, like we had a pharmaceutical sector, you know, the pharmaceutical, it shot up, but it couldn't sustain and came down, you know. So you have a built-in exit policy as well, you know, in this. There is no predictive model. It is a reactive model. And this is based on the price action.
Chintan bhai, can I ask one? Can I give one suggestion if you allow?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, just एक ये था, अभी ये जो थिंक टैंक सीरीज, आई थिंक लास्ट वीक फर्स्ट सेशन था, शायद इससे पहले भी होता होगा, बट आई हैव बीन एसोसिएटेड फॉर द लास्ट 1 वीक ओनली। तो इसमें क्या सर, मतलब लास्ट 1 वीक वाला सेशन बहुत जबरदस्त था। नरेश भाई का जो सर का जो थॉट प्रोसेस है और ये जो सर ने बताया जबरदस्त मतलब एक है, और आपका भी सर जो एनालिसिस हुआ बड़ा जबरदस्त था। बट एक चीज सर इसमें था भी, अगर इफ यू कैन फाइंड समवन जो ट्रेडिंग व्यू में इंडिकेटर बनाना भी अगर एक आधा सेशन उसमें ले पाए तो, जस्ट फॉर एजुकेशनल पर्पस, अगर ऐसा कुछ हो पाए तो
Sir, वो एक तो मतलब see, there are not that many trader who understand how to write up, scripts, Pine scripts basically. तो
Okay.
हम धीरे धीरे करेंगे. मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव ये था आज ये वाला सेशन का कि Canslim का अगर आपको बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ जाता है, then subsequently I'll bring the experts who can talk on VCP, which is called volatility contraction patterns,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
as well as certain chart patterns like cup and handle, flag and pole,
Yes, sir.
high tide flag. See, because these are very much important, and you can do this without coding. Yeah, it
Okay.
becomes very easier to identify that once you start forming this, what are ascending triangle breakout or descending triangle breakout, double bottom. So all these chart patterns will bring in, slowly, but we have to create a base just so that you understand, before we go into those advanced topics. So that's what we are trying to do here with various, but
Okay.
we will have a lot of sessions coming up on this series. So, stay tuned.
या उससे थोड़ा सा ये सर थोड़ा एक अलग से मोटिवेशन आएगा, हम लोग अपना भी इंडिकेटर कुछ बना पाए और इस तरह का स्टार्ट, जस्ट एक स्टार्ट चाहिए होता है लोगों को इनफैक्ट. तो
आप सर आप शुरू कीजिए. आप कहीं पे भी अटकते हैं तो यू कैन रीच आउट टू मी ऑन आइदर व्हाट्सएप और ट्विटर. वी कैन ऑलवेज हेल्प यू आउट. There are hundreds of free Pine scripts available, in TradingView as well.
Yes, sir.
So you can start looking at it. If you are associated with Let's Learn, then in Let's Learn they did that session already.
Okay. Let's Learn क्या ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म है सर? I don't know actually.
There is another platform called Let's Learn, which is run by Dr. Kamaljeet Singh, in which we took this session of writing the Pine script. But again, this is an area where only few like to go and explore. So this is we are giving you a kind of a guidance key. This is one way available. You have to start walking there, and wherever you get stuck, we will be there to support you and help you move forward. But आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी सर. We cannot.
ना बिल्कुल exactly चिंतन जी. एक्चुअली आपका ये जो प्लेटफॉर्म इनिशिएटिव है ना, इनफैक्ट क्या इससे अगर कोई लर्न करता है और उसको एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, मोरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी आना चाहिए, वो जो लर्न करे उसको शेयर भी करे आपके साथ में, बिकॉज अगर उससे एडवांस कुछ लर्न करके शेयर करे तो सबका कम्युनिटी में थोड़ा फायदा होगा. इनफैक्ट दैट वाज द पॉइंट एक्चुअली.
ऑलराइट, एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
हाँ चिंतन जी, मैं राकेश पंत बोल रहा हूँ. एक दो क्वेश्चन है मेरे. कैन आई आस्क?
प्लीज.
चिंतन जी, पहले तो ये मुझे बताइए कि इट वाज जस्ट बाय एक्सीडेंट दैट आई हैपन टू कम थ्रू दिस Zoom सेशन. तो रेगुलरली यदि इसको वी हैव टू बी इन टच विद यू गाइस, तो वो कौन सा फोरम है और क्या उसका वेयर डू आई गेट दैट?
सो राकेश जी, मैंने चैट में ये टेलीग्राम लिंक शेयर की है थिंक टैंक प्लेटफॉर्म की. और for those session which I am conducting, I am coordinating, I also publish that on WhatsApp as well as Twitter, my WhatsApp and my Twitter. So आपको जहां से भी ये लिंक मिला है, you can be sure that you will get the next link in that one as well.
नहीं तो डायरेक्टली कैसे कर सकते हैं आपके साथ?
सर मैं आपको ये टेलीग्राम लिंक दे देता हूँ थिंक टैंक प्लेटफॉर्म की. ठीक है
साहब. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, जो आपके पुराने सेशंस हैं उनको यदि देखना है तो कहाँ पर देख सकते हैं और कैन वी सी देम?
सो YouTube लिंक मैंने जो ग्रुप की हुई है सबको, यू कैन इजीली गो देयर, and you can, let me just share my screen and show you how you can see that.
Okay sir, thank you sir, thank you so much.
So hope you can see my screen now. Let me know if you're able to.
No, I cannot.
Okay, अभी दिख रहा है?
हाँ जी हो गया. मैंने इसका
This is the think tank platform Telegram link where we will post the upcoming session information, which I've already shared in the chat, which you can use.
हाँ, तो I can join it, right?
Sorry?
I can join this one Telegram.
Yes. And there is also this think tank webinar link, which you can use. All right. यहाँ पे अगर आप देख सकते हैं तो there are a lot of videos already available, of different session, and you can see the description to understand what exactly was there. So अगर यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे तो आपको हर एक सेशन का कौन स्पीकर है, किस what are the topics in that particular session, you'll be able to see.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem.
Hello, Chintan sir. Vinay here. Hello.
Yeah, Vinay, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Can we have someone like explaining in the any screener like how to list down the stocks or how to select the stocks for short term, long term, or the intraday kind of thing?
See, Vinay, because this particular, let's say, intraday or a short term there are a lot of different methodology, or let's say, indicators which can help you do that. Yeah. So there is no one answer here. Yeah. I mean, whichever pattern or indicator that you like to use, you can use it to find the stocks. Yeah. So there are people uses Camarilla pivots, or people can use multiple MA theories, to find stocks for intraday. People also use Darvax or other Canslim also for intraday stocks as well. Yeah, it depends upon how you configure them. There is no clear-cut answer here, yeah, which I can give you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? So perfect. So thank you, everyone. Thanks, Dr. Biyani, for taking your time and explaining us about various sectors which are currently in high relative momentum. Again, thank you everyone for joining in and spending your time with us. Please note, any stock discussed here is purely for educational purposes. We no way endorse any of the website that we have shown here. Whatever is free, use them. Yeah. So thanks, and we'll see you again on next Saturday. Yeah.